Hello, Miss Auburn. What is happening, Auburn? It's good to see you. Also, we got new epic music for the beginning of Subnautica 2. I'm like, what is happening? And yeah, you can see my lovely hairline. My hair is a different color, as you could probably deduce. That bitch ain't coming off for 2 weeks, so let's just all get real comfy with the different dark mark on my face now. I was like, oh baby. Toss energy drink into this. Because, chat. What's up, Off-Road? How are you, Dashira? Hello, guys. Not much happening, still at work. I'm alive, damn it. I'm alive. I'm surviving. I'm living, I'm surviving, Dashira. I missed you guys at game this week. I was like, man. I was like, Sinnoh's away for 1 week, and I'm like, excuse me. Color with color before washing? What? I didn't. Hello, DOS. Hello, guys. Both were out of town. I hope it was for good reasons, though, Dashira. Oh, man. Oh, please. Oh, cup, please. Oh, please, cup. Oh, cup. Cup. Don't do it. Don't choose violence. Don't incite violence upon me. Thank you. Thank you. I manifested. Yeah, he's away at camp for, like a week or something. He takes, like, a nice Memorial Day break, which I'm happy for him with, because he got to go. Hello, Crystal. But yeah, so that's where we all were, is that basically I was walking... Well, so I was actually listening to the progress of Ghost upgrading his PC specs. So the good news is, Dashira, is that we'll definitely see more of Ghost. I was like, this is good news. Sinnoh's gonna be very happy with this, because he upgraded a bunch of parts. We were actually talking about him going into, like, dual PC stuff, too, so that could be really cool if that takes off. Yeah, it's awesome. I love that he actually gets away every Memorial Day, and it's just like a vibe for him. No, Auburn, I did not think to rub with color. I should have. Use some of the hair color and rub the skin that you don't want to stain to sit. Use an old towel to remove the color from the hair. Oh. God damn it. Well, I know for next time. Hopefully this should last us like a nice 8 or so weeks. I couldn't deal. So chat, I woke up and I had like hot red roots, and then like the rest of it was like this weird, it was just like a weird brown. I was like, whatever this is. Thought that at Paul Mitchell, let's go. Let's go. My dad was a graduate of Roman Beauty Academy. I feel like y'all would definitely get on. I'm also kind of excited because in this lighting you guys can actually see that I have managed to acquire a tan. I do feel quite pleased with that. All right, so we're gonna start out in single player tonight. We have to finish the octoview base, which, for those of you that don't know why I've been putting this off, let me give you a visual example of why I've been putting this off. Prepare yourselves. Also, Subnautica's had a big update, by the way. They put silver nodes in the starting area, much closer. Make some pretty good shampoo, right, Off-Road? They do. Honestly, Paul Mitchell does a lot of things well. I must say, I love me some drugstore shampoo, conditioner, all that. So, everyone, thus beginneth the tale of how Killer influenced me to build this colossal tunnel. And now I'm at the fun, objectively the fun part, or the easy part, which is basically like, oh yeah, you need to just build rooms on rooms. Get ourselves some roller skates. Listen, they did say that it will happen, Gord. There will be an update where we can sprint on land, and I believe in us. I really do. I believe in us with all my heart. Also, everyone, look at our new panels below. Let me know what you think. I literally was just like, we need different panels. I couldn't deal. You have dry scalp issues, so Paul Mitchell is one of the 2 brands I use. Off-Road, I totally understand. My dad's a trichologist. Use double hitter from them. It means 2 in 1. Yeah, my dad's a trichologist. I totally understand. Dry scalp is not an easy thing. Same with any kind of like scalp irritation. I have oily scalp stuff because Italian, so I'm real fun. I'm so oily I could power the entire country of Italy. Walker, sub 2 and 200! Thank you for the 200 stream streak, and it's Subnautica 2. Walker, that was perfect. Everybody, please send up your favorite emoji in chat for Walker. That is quite the accomplishment, dude. Thank you so much. That is really, really badass, man. This is awesome. Welcome in. Fuck yeah. This is cool as shit. I appreciate you, man. And you're just in time for me to stop procrastinating on octoview. Which, as you can tell from the music, is gonna go great. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And definitely not cursed at all. If they move this octopus, I'm telling you right now, wrath that you will see from me will be biblical. Fuck yeah. Alright. Now this. Where are you? Hello, killer. How are you? Yes, we are continuing. I have not surrendered. Even though I know for a fact that y'all would have understood if I did. And yes, my butthole is clenching. Thank you for asking about the state of my butthole. It's clenching. What's up, nightmares? I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him. But I'm afraid to know. I'm afraid in the dark. If I was not in the pitch blackness, it wouldn't be as scary. But it's actually really scary building this in the pitch blackness. Yeah, y'all, we got us some new panels. Your girl's been busy. Paul Mitchell tea tree lavender. Yeah. Good combo, too. I haven't been on for a couple days myself. Been playing one again. Ooh, where are you building by? Tell me it's the Mushroom Forest and tell me that you built right over by the Reaper Leviathan and vibes. I like to just have him yelling at us. Finally trimmed up that giant tree branch and mowed. Been drinking Bush Light the last couple of hours. If I say anything dumb, that's why. That's fine, off-road. As you can see in the panels, don't be weird unless it's funny. If it's funny, I give you full authority to all be insane. But it needs to be funny. It needs to be the kind of shit that we can clip. Love tea tree shampoo, that's all I use. Yeah, dude. It makes you feel so fresh and clean. Honest to Christ. The size of this tunnel killer is... No. This is a tunnel. Oh, killer, did you see that they added... What's up, Nightfell? Welcome in. Trying to get no spoilers for this game? I mean, brother, I'm in a tunnel. You have some time. You have some time. This is quite a tunnel. What's up, dude? God bless you, by the way, considering how much of this shit is on the internet. Like, brother, this is a tunnel. I am still 200 meters away from the damn base. I've been good, dude. I've been good. My hair is back to black. I updated a couple things on the channel. Killer, why are you apologizing to me? I'm glad. I'm actually glad that this happened. You don't need to apologize. It's me having insane prey drive. It's me having insane prey drive and seeing a challenge and them being like, obviously I need to do something about it. Now why they won't give us sprint is beyond me. Apparently just hunting? Very nice. Also, look, you can't even see no spoilers because we're in the pitch blackness. So help me God, we will get this thing fully lit, but also so help me God, there will be more power. There will be more power. Yeah, they need to. I mean, I was very glad to see that they actually put more silver in the starting area. I was like, all right, that's gonna make everyone considerably less insane. Because that was definitely the thing that was missing. only is this like no spoilers, but
Welcome
like
aboard.
I hope y'all are ready for quite the quantity of rinse and repeat. Later, Nightfail. Good to see you, dude. I hope life is going well for you too. They'll definitely add in sprint. We need it. Oh, I'm walking into walls because I can't see. It's so dark that I can't even see inside the tunnel. It's so dark that I don't even know what I'm doing. Ah. Silver was an issue. Dude, you should have seen. I was so relieved watching Insim's VODs to find out that I wasn't the only homie crashing out about Silver. So everybody that I watched playing the game, we all at the same time, me, Insim, Jack, a couple others, were just like, where is the Silver? And I was laughing so hard. I was like, there is nothing like solidarity with the people that you watch when you realize that you on stream have been crashing out about the same shit that they are, and then suddenly you just feel like the circle is complete. Honestly, Nightfail, I got a full party at this point, but if for any reason anybody backs out, I'll let y'all know. Honestly, what I was thinking that could be fun. So I want to see what they do with this game in terms of mods. Because if we could get like 15 people in here, then yeah, definitely. I would just pack everybody in. You know what I mean? Because honestly, it would be hilarious. 15 of us versus one Leviathan would just be like peak comedy. I don't even know. I don't know how many of us would die to Leviathan. I don't know how many of us would actually survive it. I feel like Bullshark would just be confidently carrying on. Y'all don't understand. Did I tell y'all that I had to call Bullshark before stream? Because I thought that I made a chili. It turns out that I only made a stew. So apparently chili does not have beans in it. And this is judged by an international competition. And I was like, there is no beans in chili apparently. No filler in chili apparently. Oh my god, right, Killer? 15 people getting reprinted at the same time. Don't perceive me. I'm up to nothing. Put beans in mine and call it chili soup. I'm just like calling it a stew. But like, listen, I'm Italian, so I can't really say anything because we have so many culinary rules that it could honestly kill us all. Just 15 people getting reprinted at the same time. Homie, I know you can't see me. Do not investigate the sector, please. Y'all know he's gonna investigate the sector. What did we name him? God. He's creepy as all hell. I always forget how creepy he is, and then I see him, and I'm like, ugh.
Welcome aboard.
I'm just like, I don't know. Giant squids don't freak me out, IRL. I gotta tell you guys something. As somebody who's been in the water a lot, giant squids don't freak me out. Even the colossal squids that have washed up don't really freak me out. Let's be built between... Homie, what? Put some respect on my name. They are connected, goddamn you. It's as connected as it could fucking get.
Welcome aboard.
Why won't you just continue my ladder? I have to build another. Oh, this is gonna be...
Seek fresh water intake.
I'm telling y'all right the fuck now. Homie, put the... Get angry? Pretty chill with humans. For the most part, from what I understand, they are. Now, that being said, I've never actually been in the water with one. Too bad the colossal squid doesn't survive long in shallow water because it's an awesome yeah, right? I was like, dude, if you guys ever see any of those like deep sea welding videos too, one of the funniest things, so I was talking to somebody about this and they were like, yeah, one of the craziest things that nobody's really ready for is how dangerous deep sea welding actually is, but it pays insanely. Like if you guys were ever looking for a very lucrative, and I'm talking like insanely lucrative career, that's honestly the one. Undersea welding will net you a disgusting amount of money.
Welcome aboard.
I like that I'm just gently dodging him. I'm not being avoidant. I'm totally not avoiding. I'm just, you know, not going out of my way to say hello to him. I know, I would actually, so I'm not gonna lie to you, I would do it if all the safety equipment was in place. Like, I'm not really scared of much. I'm not scared of heights, I'm not scared of depths. Some of the diving deaths do genuinely suck though. That is one thing that I can tell you guys from spending enough time in the water is like, dude, sometimes you hear about these deaths and you're like, what the fuck happened, bro? You're like, dude, what happened? Triple twice, it gets paid 40K because of how high it is. Yeah. I would love that. That is like some sign me up for that shit because I'd feel like such a G going to fucking work. I'm like that with undersea welding too. Like my parents are really holding on to me by my ankles because they're like, unfortunately, she is really not scared to die. And that is kind of a problem in my life, you know? Downside to being me is that I unfortunately am that bitch. That like, basically, if I see a great white shark in the water, you need to hold on to my ankles because I'm jumping. I'm jumping. And there is not much that you can do to stop me. And that is why if there is ever a Mr. Effie, y'all do not have to worry. I will not be in the water because I'm not going to put somebody through that. You know what I mean? Because that's a hell of a way to go. And nor would they be allowed anywhere near an ocean at any time. They would be like literally bubble wrapped with like the little floaties on. Like honestly, when I tell you, my ridiculous overprotectiveness when it comes to other people, like I'll do dumb shit. But if you attempt to do dumb shit, I will literally put myself in the lion's den to make sure that you get the fuck out of it. You know what I mean? Like if I value you, I don't want you doing the dumb thing that I will happily do. If I do the dumb thing, I own the dumb thing. If you do the dumb thing and then you die, then I'll never live with myself again. So I'm very much like a, I'm very much like a watch what I do, but do not do as I do type of person. I'm like, please do not replicate these actions at home. Because I am insane. But I do not endorse you being insane in such a way that it would become a problem. Literally, Crystal, like that song is basically just my entire life. That song has been my entire life. Do as I say, not as I do. Literally, when I tell you, girl, you aren't even ready. It's so funny too, because anybody who knows me, like Auburn knows this. For example, Auburn is crazy chaos. I would never let Auburn be in the water with a shark for any reason whatsoever. I literally, when I tell you that my ass would show up chancla in hand, I would beat the holy mother of Jesus out of her. Literally, when I tell you that chancla imprint would be in her skull for all of time because of how hard I would wail on her, and then y'all would be like, and then she proceeded to backflip off the back of the thing and then go in the water with the shark. Like, what is happening? And it's like, again, I don't care if I take the risk, but I care if you take the risk. Is it a double standard? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I give even an ounce of a shit? No. Okay, the pocket sharks are fine, but you ain't doing no great white, my girl. We're not. The safety protocols and the safety training that you have to be prepared to watch somebody get their life ended by a bus with teeth is not really something that I feel like should be wished on, like, a normal person. You know what I mean? Or not like a normal person, but like someone that you care about. It's just not really something that you really want to deal with. There's a lot of moving parts to that. It's why, like, somebody once made the joke to me, they're like, oh, if you ever get married on your honeymoon, you can go cage diving. And I was like, he will be sitting. He will be stapled. He will be chained to the seats of the boat. That man wouldn't be able to get up to save his motherfucking life. Throws a shark at your enemies. Exactly. Can I boop a hammerhead? Girl, they have teeth like hypodermic needles. Absolutely the holy Jesus not. Can you boop it? Trust me, if that shit boops you, we gonna be hearing it.
Welcome aboard.
But no, just because I'm insane does not mean that I tolerate others being insane. I want to play with leopard sharks. Leopard sharks are cute. I pet one in an aquarium. Oh, girl, I thought you meant a great hammerhead. Yes, carry on. A mini hammerhead, yeah, whatever. One of the Caribbean hammerheads, yeah, they're fine. I've literally been vibing with them forever. They're fine, they're chill. They're like just very, you know, they kind of just like to hang around each other, and occasionally they'll go in and they'll be like checking you out for a little bit, like a couple pass-bys, and then they kind of fuck off. Now, a tiger shark, on the other hand, honestly, if any of you are ever in the water with a tiger shark, I'm just going to tell you this as upfront as I can. You need to just find a way the fuck out of the water, okay? Tiger sharks are genuinely those sharks where I'm not even going to hold you guys. Tiger sharks are dangerous as fuck. Great whites are definitely like hazardous, obviously because of their size and because of what they're capable of, but for the most part, their interactions with human beings are not like inherently. When I went to Maui Oceanside, they had a baby hammerhead in a tank. Aww. Yeah, oh dude, yeah, bull sharks are mean. Same with bull sharks and tiger sharks. Basically, if y'all are in the water with those, you need to just find your way out of the water. You need to just get the fuck, like, does not matter what you're doing, just find a way out of the water. Because trust me, that's something that even a dive instructor does not want to run into. But like, every now and then, if you're going by like, especially for some reason wrecks, like that stereotype of sharks being by wrecks can be very accurate depending on how recent that the wreck is. Yeah, nurse sharks are cute, lemon sharks are cute. What else do I love? Oh, goblin sharks are some fuckery. If y'all ever have the chance to Google the goblin shark, do that. You can pet if they swim by your hand. Crystal, that's cute. You're making me want to go to an aquarium now. I've always wanted to feed the sharks at the aquarium. Now, granted, goblins are wicked looking. They're like, I'm like, they remind me of people that I know. I'll put it that way. They have this personality to them that they're like, they look meaner than they are. Does that make sense? They have a meaner reputation. Now the cookie cutter shark, that's a whole different category of fuckery. Don't even talk to me about no cookie cutter shark. Cookie cutter sharks make my head hurt. Right? I'm craving it. I'm craving it, Crystal. You and me both. Like, I honestly would do that in a... Gonna visit my new baby shark? Listen, I would go visit my great white if I had any details on it, but I like the image that, you know, for the most part, the cool thing is about me adopting the shark. The coolest part about me adopting the shark is that I technically have just adopted a random great white out in the water somewhere. So technically, I'm the mother of all great whites now. No! Aim. Hello, Phoenix. Lantern sharks are funny. Ooh, enjoy your pancakes. Oh, the Greenland sharks are so fucking cool. I could nerd out about Greenland sharks for like years. Like, they're old, and I'm talking like medieval old. But I love it though. It's so interesting, all the studies about how good it actually is for you to be in really, really cold temperatures as a result of what we know of the Greenland shark. Oh, that's cool. So they can connect. You have buffalo chicken dip? Sath, I'm coming over. That's it, everyone. Sath has manifested me. Buffalo chicken dip is sort of like what summons me from the ether. Some in the crock pot for dinner? Oh my god.
Welcome aboard.
It's good to see you, Sath. I hope you're doing well today. Let's see, we're working on the Octopus Observatory. Plain pancakes or different? Yeah, I love me some chocolate chip pancakes. Some blueberry. Oh, some blueberry pancakes would really hit me right about now. That would really do that for me. Some blueberry plain ones. Ooh. Yes, it is. Sath has been on top of the Lego Batman release. Which is very cute. I like that so much. Blueberry pancakes I love. You know what else I really love? Okay. So, I love lingonberry because I love Swedish food in general, and that just always hits. But choke cherry pancakes are where it's at. Choke cherry pancakes. If you have never had choke cherries, you are missing out. They are really good. Sourdough. Dude, I love buckwheat. Buckwheat is my go-to grain. Buckwheat I use for like everything. I was actually gonna toss some into my stew, which I still might actually do because there's a lot of liquid in it. And this is good because it will actually enable me to add more bone broth to it. But I was like, man, had some really good strawberry cheesecake Ooh, strawberry cheesecake is nice. Yeah, very much actually. That's a good combination. Are choke cherries the ones with the papery stuff outside? Choke cherries they're basically an indigenous berry. So essentially in most of the United States, you can pretty much go into just about any like woodsy area and find choke cherries. Nobody makes sourdough pancakes in any restaurant anywhere. That does suck. Buckwheat is the other one that's hard to find that my father and I both go crazy for. We used to have a place by us that was run by this absolutely lovely little Ukrainian family who made pancakes that were like this big each on the plate. Like you would get a plate of pancakes from them and they were stacked like yay high and this big. So you would just have pancakes for the entire week going home. Yeah, exactly, Auburn. Yeah. We call them choke cherries up here, but everybody has like a different, Choke cherries look like little grapes. Yeah, exactly, they do.
Welcome aboard.
They're really tasty too. Choke cherry jam goes real hard on everything. Actually got two. So I need to check with Ramona Farms because that's who I order mine from. I need to see how much jam I can get in quantity because like that's my favorite jam on everything. Basically like when I someday make my way to Europe, I will be importing choke cherry jam. I'm gonna be that bougie bitch who's just basically like, I will have bitterberry. Oh, I like that. Yeah, they have a nice flavor. It's sort of like if you cross a lingonberry with a cranberry, it's kind of like a citrusy, sweet, slightly tangy berry.
Welcome aboard.
Thinking of a ground cherry. Makes sense. Closer in name as well. Looks so cute. Here's that. Let's see. Oh, it would help if I... you, Williams. Yeah, I had to change it all up. It's been literally years. It was time. You know what I mean? I was like, I am so ready. And then I had to change up the panels, which I'm really happy with. I like how they came out.
Welcome aboard.
It's like a fruity tomatillo. My grams used to make pies. Yeah, they're delicious. Plus, I love any indigenous foods. I love supporting, like, I love supporting local indigenous businesses. It makes me feel really good. Just also because I always know that it's very ethically sourced and ethically maintained. Hey, thank you, Crystal. I started filling my bird feeders again. It's always great to see. Yeah, Opera, what have you been getting? I need to actually get bird seed for mine. So I've been kind of slacking this year because of how expensive it is by us. Like, because I'm sorry, but $18.99 for a standard bag is just crazy. I need to find a place to get it in bulk because I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I would rather just get it in bulk than have like one bag that's like yay big for $18.99, which is just like, why is that so expensive? But yeah, I love the birds that we get over by us. One of my favorites, so we always get a lot of northern red cardinals, which, like, as you guys know, is supposed to be like a messenger of the dead. So that's been really cute since Raj's passing. But one thing that I love are my blue jays. And everybody hates blue jays, but I love them. I think that they're wonderful and loud and cranky and aggressive. Mix it myself. Yeah. I feel that off-road. I feel that deeply. Because honestly, sometimes it's the best way. Like, I love to feed the crows. I love to, oh my god, whenever I catch a magpie or a raven by us, I just, something in me. I love me my corvids. I cannot get enough of corvids. They're so cute. Did I ever tell you guys about the big black raven that landed on my car at the graveyard? Like, I was basically sitting, it was one of the first times that I actually went to Tyler's grave after he died. And as I was sitting in the car, I just heard like a thud on the roof and was like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden I just heard this raven cawing on the top of the car and I'm like, what the fuck? The raven lands on my car in the middle of the graveyard. I was like, well, this is just goth girl shit at this point. I was like, well, I've just been chosen. The Corvid gods have spoken. I bought bags of different stuff but have multiple blue jays in my backyard. Yeah, dude, I love them. I love them. I love how aggressive that they are. I like that they're pushy. You know what I mean? I don't mind pushy birds. I don't mind pushy creatures. I like something with a little sass to it. I think it's healthy, you know? What I get concerned about is when I see blue jays and they're being a little too docile, then I'm like, what's going on? But what we get also are hawks and falcons. And I will tell you guys this much, I'm a little bit worried. So we have a bunny that is currently trying to give birth in our backyard. She started digging her burrow to, like, you know, basically like have babies. And I was like, oh no, this is literally the middle of hawk hunting territory. So I've had to like basically brace my parents for what I know is going to be the inevitable crash out. A bunny. We have a rabbit that is laying, well, not laying, but like she's basically about to give birth in our backyard. And I'm like, oh boy.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, because I'm here to tell you right now, however that bunny thinks it's gonna go for her, it's probably not. And I'm like, oh my sweet Jesus. Like right in the middle of hawk hunting territory. And I'm just like, homegirl, you could not have picked literally a worse place to have these babies. Like, go off by all means, but turn, Buddy. No, if Buddy was digging a hole in my yard, I would have to get in touch with Sath immediately and be like, first of all, how is Buddy in my yard? Second of all, why haven't you said hi to me? I'd be like, now hang on a minute. He's perfectly welcome in the yard and all, but like, good friends with a rabbit last year and it's back. That's so cute, Crystal. They really are adorable. My parents are absolutely enamored with what they thought was Peter, and then we had to change the name to Priscilla because I was like, hey guys, male rabbits don't usually dig burrows. Now my Roxy, on the other hand, right?
Welcome
That's how I
aboard.
feel as well, Seth. A cottontail living under my porch for a long time, but not around here anymore. Aw. It lives under the porch. That's adorable. Yeah, I wish we almost had a raised up porch for it to live in, but at the same time, I'm basically having to praise my parents for the realities of the natural world, in which I'm basically just like, all right, y'all, like, not to rain on their parade or anything, but like, baby bunnies, hawk hunting season. Let's just have a little nature lesson. There's potential here for this to not end nicely, and I need for them to be aware of it. Oh, Buffa. You're kidding me. Ah. And owls, yeah. That's like, yeah, that's the other part of it too, right? Is I'm just like, oh, guys, this might not end well. Talking of geese.
Aboard.
Oh, did I ever tell y'all about the time that the geese by my pharmaceutical facility broke in and were literally terrorizing the research assistants? Wait, you're gonna love this, Auburn. So we had two things that colluded and broke into the pharmaceutical facility I worked at, okay? I was minding my business. This is at 6:30 a.m., okay? I'm minding my business. I'm mixing up drugs, and all of a sudden, what the fuck do I hear? But that there is geese and turkeys in the building. And I was like, I know for a fact that I just haven't had enough coffee and that I'm like not hearing them correctly. So I open the fucking lab door and there is an attendant, I shit you not, running screaming from geese and turkeys, and they're just going down the hall, and I literally just closed the lab door. I was like, I'm just gonna wait. And you want to know the best part, Killer? The security guys couldn't hurt the geese or the turkeys because they're protected in the state. So what they had to do instead was basically try and shoo them outside with like a mop. Basically, it was just pretty much the guys like praying that the turkeys would just like fuck off after a while and lose interest. Which, like, I don't know if y'all know anything about wild turkeys, but that was not going to be a thing. And it was by far and away one of the funniest experiences that I have ever witnessed in my life.
Welcome aboard.
I was like, it was so good. You couldn't even make it up if you tried. I was like, this is actually like piss your pants really funny. It's extremely satisfying, and now I feel I must fix any of them that are not disjointed. Or that are not, like, jointed this way. Matter of fact. Can I just, like, connect it underneath you? That's gonna send me. Think of the Big Bang Theory when the pigeon got into the clean room? Yes, that's exactly it. That is literally exactly, that was the vibe. Also that and that Irish video where they're like, get it, daddy, get it. That was literally the fucking security guards at this facility. They were basically like, you get the goose out. And the other guy was like, I was watching them on the cameras and I was fucking crying. And then there's me, who never bothered the geese, none. The geese never bothered me. Me and the turkeys were chill. They never obstructed my car. I was like the only person at that facility who did not have like beef with the turkeys. But the turkeys were just running loose in the facility. And I loved it so much because one of the directors there was basically, he was just like, there are turkeys. And now, okay, wait, so I should preface this. This was a very German man, okay? This was he like imported from Germany, moved from Germany to the United States to work this job, okay? So he just comes out of the lab, pulls off his PPE and just goes, there are turkeys in this accent that I literally cannot replicate. But it actually had me like, I was like trying not to laugh at him, but it was so good that it was bad. And it was so bad that it was good. I just started dying because I was like, there's no way that he could be serious. I never found out if they found their way into the vivarium, but I imagine that the rats had a hell of a time with that. I don't know. Maybe the turkeys wanted to liberate the rats. Like, honestly, good for them if they did. All hail the turkeys, but yeah, there is nothing like a wild turkey. Those fuckers get into everything. And they don't give a shit. We talk about how honey badger don't give a shit. Now, a wild turkey does not give a shit. That thing will literally stand directly in front of your car and stare you in your eyes dead and be like, I'm fine with it. And they're my favorite kind of animal because of that. Ducks are cool. I love ducks. I have a little sign at the graveyard where... So, this one time... Okay, so a couple years ago, I was going to the graveyard pretty much like every single day, and I would go see Tyler, and I'd be like, oh, I could use a sign. Well, this one day, so for the longest time, a pair of hawks would fly, and it was a couple, and it was cute, because he'd be like, look, babe, it's us. And then all of a sudden, one day, I see this pair of ducks. And I was like, And this man, unhingedly, goes to me and is like, I'm so sorry, babe. I know you're really used to being a hawk, but you're gonna have to settle for the humble mallard. And I never knew what the fuck that meant. But to this day, I still see the pair of ducks there, and I'm just like, Tyler, what the hell? And then you learn about how ducks mate, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I see. Okay. Once I got some knowledge about the natural world, I was like, I'm disturbed, but also okay.
Welcome aboard.
Had them do that. When I changed lanes to go around it, the damn thing changed. Oh yeah, it didn't care. It literally said, you will witness me. And that's what I love about turkeys, is that turkeys truly just don't give a shit. Turkeys do not care. You could be racing to the hospital bleeding to death, and a turkey will literally stare you dead in your eyes and just be like, this looks like a situation that I should be intimately involved in. What kills me is that you never see them here by the side of the road because basically everyone and their grandma up here fears the wild turkeys. So what I love is that all of New Jersey has basically come together to straight up just be like, whatever's going on with the turkeys, I'll tell you this much, nobody's hitting them. They might piss off every resident in this entire state 50 times over. But so help us God, we will not hit them.
Welcome aboard.
You know who was really messing me up in the news lately was that dude with the seal. I was like, you know what? You know what? That about sent me. I'm like, look. I get it. You want the seal to move. But why are you throwing a rock at it? Can't you, like, do anything else as a human being? Like, sometimes, I swear to God, human beings are just, like, the most... It pissed me off so bad, Auburn. I'm like, what do you mean you're throwing a rock at the fucking seal's head? It's a seal. Leave it alone. It's not doing anything. It's not, like, bothering you. It wasn't even making noises at him. It's like, bro, just... Me too, Opera, because what the fuck? Because what the fuck? And an endangered seal at that. Like, it's not even like we're talking about just like a random ass, you know, very plentiful creature here. We're talking about an entitled little shit who went out of his way to beat up on an animal that's already endangered. It's like, bro, no. No. All of it sent me. I have never been that angry in all of my life. I was reading the news article and I was like, I'm about to get very upset if I find out that this thing died. I was like, if this thing died, then Stream's gonna have to hear about it. And Stream's not gonna enjoy hearing about it because I'm about to go insane and be very insufferable. Because I don't hold with anybody who would ever put a hand on an animal. Are you hearing he got the shit beat out of him? Oh, abso-fucking, that's the correct response of the community. There are some times that I absolutely support bullying, and it involves animal violence and also, like, You know what I mean? Like, there are times where I definitely support, like, humans wailing on other humans. And one of them is when humans hurt animals, because that for me is just a no-go. Like, I'm here to tell you that if I ever saw one of my friends put a hand on their dog, when I tell you the speed with which my knee will be meeting your throat, there would be absolutely fucking zero resistance, too. I'd just be like, well, here we are, gathered here before us today. Because apparently somebody had to be a fucking stunod. Now, there are many issues with my plan to do this. Do me a favor and don't notice me even though I'm... Oh, bro.
Welcome aboard.
It was saying I was invisible, but I wasn't looking very invisible. Hey, game. Okay.
Welcome
I was
aboard.
like, hey, hey, game. I'm not really, trying to stand here and become lunch. But yeah, no. If anybody even, like, remotely proximal to me put so much as the idea out there about putting hands on their dog, I would promptly destroy them. Because no, anybody who will put a hand on an animal is a fucked up human being. Yeah, I'm like, hey game. Oh look, he's gonna spin for us.
Welcome aboard.
Now, I trust camouflage, I do. But I'm not gonna lie to you all, that felt very close. That felt closer in my butthole than I would like it to feel. You know? In my heart and soul, I detected... He got crabby for no reason. He did. He did. He must be in the luteal phase. I understand intimately. Me and luteal is a creature that I wouldn't wish on anyone. Everyone pray for Auburn. Auburn's just over here. She's like, I'm taking negative 5,000 psychic damage. And it's literally just called when your bestie is in luteal and then you just start praying. It's just literally called throw food at me. Music was not very reassuring. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Carter. I felt that that was about to get intense. I was like, you know. Now call me insane. That felt, Hi. Now, this much I will tell you, though. I wouldn't be surprised if his AI can recognize that I'm building shit, which is causing curiosity, which would actually make... Oh, we could try and trap him. No, 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 no. I'm not building a tunnel trap for him. We're not doing that. Killer, don't even think of it. Don't even manifest it. So help me, Jesus, if I wind up building more tunnel structures today. We have this colossal thing. And yes, I'm aware that I could build a multi-tier tunnel structure. I'm thinking about making a cage for him. Exactly, Mysterio. Thank you for that fabulous timing. Welcome in. That's exactly what was happening in my head. I was about to go full fucking send. It was not going to be cute either. Always box him in, I could, but so help us Jesus. No, it won't be as fun. Like, the observatory idea is good. Timing was unbelievable, I know. Nobody would believe it except that y'all are here. As they keep digging. Exactly. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da.
Welcome aboard.
Exactly, Crystal. I vibe with the armadillo. Armadillo is life. I was about to say Dillo life, but I know for a fact that a different word would have escaped me there, and that would have been a day on the internet. Just another day.
Welcome aboard.
No. I know myself too well, Crystal. I know for a fact that I cannot autocorrect out my own tendencies. I am indeed a cursed lady. Oh, you don't even have the depth module. No, we'll take our colossal colonoscopy tunnel. This is actual footage of what it's like when you get a colonoscopy. I've not had to have one, but I'll tell you what, I've had to pick up 2 adults, when they actually 3 adults technically, when they've had theirs done, and that is not a test procedure that I will ever be looking forward to. Thank you very much. I mean, actually, apparently the anesthetic is amazing. According to everybody I know who's had one done, they were like, this was the best sleep. Well, like, yeah, so technically I've had to basically do the drop off and pick up 3 times. Assault thong thropter. Spelling is probably wrong moment. Yeah, exactly. The high capacity assault thong. Really? That just... that was a day. Out and then, like, awake. Auburn, I'm so sorry. Did they not use the good shit? I'd be like, do it again, but use the good shit. One more time. For that nastiness that you have to drink beforehand, I'd be like, listen, do not be sparing me after that nastiness. Oh, true. It was so good. It was so good, Crystal. The high capacity assault thong, really. That took us all out. I think that one was the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. I'm very dissatisfied that all of my ladders do not connect yet. We will probably be going back and fixing it. Don't worry, Sath. I know for a fact that this is bothering Sath. I can tell you with a certainty that would astound you all. Make a...
Welcome aboard.
I'm telling y'all, I feel like he is detecting me. We're at a moon pie? Yes, they're so good. I'm just, like, questioning it, you know, because I feel like...
Welcome aboard.
I can't prove it, but it feels weird to me that he's been, Oh. Hello? Very obstruct. Alright, that's the zone. I do like it? Yeah, they're good. What's up, Smee? How much are you loving it so far? I'm so happy for you. I literally thought of you and was like, thank God this music will get. Was like, man. I was like, I just know that Smee is happy right now. Please offer your thoughts and prayers for me at this difficult time about how much glass we're gonna be going through. Just going around trying to find stuff. It's so good, dude. Yeah, dude, the chocolate moon pies are out of this world. Don't we have to put lights in all this? The baby Jesus. It's me! Thank you for the 15 stream streak. Let's go. A tram. Yes, it would. Oh, an undersea tram that the Leviathans actually, like, interact with would be pretty fucking cool. That would be sick. Can you imagine the Leviathan picking up the tram cart gang? They are Jimmy? See, that's how you scare everybody out of them. Tell people it's gym food. I don't even know if it's daylight yet because I just am in the colonoscopy tunnel. You know what was crazy though? When you're at a conference, I actually watched somebody doing brain surgery this way with like a long snake that went into the cortex. It was so cool. It was like a camera guided assist procedure where essentially they were like going into the blood vessels of the brain and working to dissolve blood clots, and I was like, this is so fucking cool. I was like, oh, this is bringing back Osmosis Jones. I was like, I want to power the robot. No, I don't. I would hate that responsibility. Oh, Auburn! Sinful. Sinful behavior. Gonna make me go and get them. Listen, I can't be having that. So, like, thoughts and prayers for how much glass we're gonna have to cook up? How long do you guys think it's gonna take to glass this whole thing? I think it's gonna be painful. I think our best bet might actually be to mega farm salt and then use the processor for it. Real life days. Forever and ever and ever. Good. So we'll never run out of cursed topics to talk about. Oh, y'all, I still cannot believe the influencer book that I devoured in 2 days. It was so fucking good. And every single thing that Joe Piazza writes, I basically am just like immediately on board for. Why do I keep running through this much? Oh, because I have been back here a bunch of times. I just like forget it after a while because it's a bit of a rhythm. Oh, let's see if they actually respawn the nodes out here. Just shake it up a little bit. Do we have anything making quartz? Not yet, but we really, because we kind of have to use the two. Just for now, we're going to get the structural elements done, and then we'll move into the glassing. Because the glassing in and of itself is just going to be a repeat. Like, basically, until we're at the point where we have, like, enough glass to fill our entire inventory, I'm tempted to just be like, fuck it. What I wish is that I could find my death bag so that I could grab the other, whatchamacallits. The other bacteriums, but I don't think that when they updated the silver spawns that more of them would have respawned. It'd be really cool if they did. But I feel like I'm asking for too much. It would be really dope. I'd be very happy with that. Because, like, that's basically the only pain in the ass about the mining things, is that you're just like, alright, well, I want to use these, but unfortunately... requires, let's just see. Copper in here. It doesn't appear that... Okay. So if there's no copper in here, then the bacteriums probably also haven't respawned. Because, like, the thing is that I could have, I think it was either 3 or 4 of these in total. Which, you're right, would make it a lot faster, but it would require us going over there and finding my death bag, and I have been kind of diligent in that area and have found nothing, so I'm a little bit like... I'm a little bit skeptical. What's up, your moms? You've been trying to mine? And I know too much about mining at this point. Honestly, this game, if nothing else, absolutely else, puts me in touch with natural resources in a way that, like, always reminds me. Like, goddamn, dude. Like, the way that I have to think about titanium in this game is not like any other game. I'm good, moms. How about you? I love how we can hear one of my prior death bags beeping, but it will never be recovered. It's much like the one, so... What the... Fish? Have I officially built so much? The fish are spawning in here. Thank you, Cord. Appreciate. I'll badly need caffeine. Oh, that's awesome, though. I love that you get to fly for work. I'm hungry. Do it, Offroad. It was the buff chip dip that got you. And in fairness, I'm pretty jealous of that too. I'm not gonna lie, like even me sitting here with my stew, which I cannot call a chili because it has beans in it. The base is getting a little fishy, just a little. Just a little. A little sussy, it's a little fishy. Now, I have the very unfortunate task of having to do something out here. And, I'm just gonna give you all a spoiler alert, chat. This is about to not be fun. Please still be daylight. Oh, fun. I love how he's just camping now. Oh, that's why, because I was like, thank you, Phoenix. We could always use a Mr. Bushes on the situation. You have no idea how much I'd like to sick commit this thing. Make it by you without you losing it.
Welcome aboard.
I mean, gotta do. That was good timing for Marcus. I like how Marcus has been responding. How far up is Octoview? Oh! Hang on, I just gotta see something. I do love this building system. Smee, have you been loving the building system? I got tunnels to play with. Don't worry, it's in, I think it's in one of the story wrecks. Oh, we can start going up. Okay, all right. We're in business, chat. This actually might have an ending in sight. Don't even talk to me about the glassing process, but you know. In theory. Now, why does that do that? Please just build the thing where I want the thing. Yeah, I feel much safer back here because we're like less close to him using this route up. God damn it. Time to drive home. Let's go, Auburn. Congrats. don't so love the world. Why does it do this to me? Please just snap onto the area that I want to build. Yes, Auburn, drive safely. Help me God, we might actually be able to forage around here.
Welcome aboard.
Hell yeah, workday completed. Yeah, let's forage around here. Let's see if we can find anything. I'd like to not have to go back the whole length of the tunnel. And now we're so close to octoview that I'm like starting to feel jazzed up about this. This is no longer feeling like the world's most dangerous thing. Let's fucking go! Believe in us, chat? Now what's gonna be real funny is if we hook up the bases and suddenly there's no power to either of them. The way that you all will hear me just immediately begin swearing in the most colorful language that has ever been uttered on this channel. Only a tiny bit of a cheese. Exactly. That's what I also want to know. Now, Saf, did you add anything special to it, or is it like just straight up buff chick? It's like, honestly, plain buff chick is fabulous, but also so is like extremely loaded buff chick. Ask me how I know. One of my dear buddies also makes buff chick dip, and let me tell you something right now. She moved across the country, and I'm literally like, Nicole, buff chick dip and you are both very missed. Really freaking good? I believe it.
30 seconds.
These squids, honestly. Are you kidding me? Is that gonna obstruct me? I think it's gonna obstruct me.
Welcome aboard.
Cream cheese, ranch, cheese, chicken, and hot sauce. Sometimes I will add bacon and or blue cheese, but my sister doesn't like it, so I don't. Ah, she's also not a blue cheese fan. I'm like, if it's added to other things, I can deal with it, but on its own, like, as it is a lot, you know? Blue cheese is one of those flavors where, like, you're either, like, down for it or you aren't. There's a blue brie. Oh. Gorgonzola. Oh, we forgot our... Everybody, what cheese are we feeding bushes today?
Welcome aboard.
I'm giving him the whole tub of ricotta. Ricotta cheese is going straight into the gullet. Exactly.
Welcome aboard.
Everyone, please announce your cheese intentions. I love dipping fries in blue cheese. Oh, it's like a soft blue cheese. Parmesan, so it's the only kind I think we have right now. Fair. He accepts your cheese tax. Haven't had any kind of blue cheese, I think. Applewood's still my favorite. Solid choice, solid choice. Every cheese tribute is accepted by the Reaper Leviathan. Except one. If you try to feed him canned cheese, we will have to fight to the death. He will pick me as his champion in this issue. I warn you that canned cheese is a level of insult that, like, I will go full Inigo Montoya. If you feed that Reaper Leviathan canned cheese, so help me Jesus. Like a good mozzarella. It's hard to go wrong with a good mozzarella. It's very, 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 very tough. So long as it is the correct format, then I'm chill with it. And by the correct, I obviously mean as homemade can get. Because if you've not had homemade mozzarella cheese, like, honestly...
30 seconds.
You must accept better things for your life. Velveeta. No! Oh my god. No, 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 no. Unacceptable. He'll go full fucking nuclear. Smoked queso? Let's go. Beer, cheese, and pretzels is always a go-to, yeah.
30 seconds.
Welcome
Yeah, it
aboard.
depends on how angry I am with the Reaper Leviathan on a given day. Sometimes I'm like, toe cheese. But I survive it, because I can get away with it. You know, if I'm a brat, it's cute.
Welcome aboard.
If y'all try to feed Velveeta cheese, so help me Jesus. You know, a good pepper jack would also go hard. A good pepper jack can always fuck up my life. You know what I mean? A nice Colby Jack or pepper jack, hard to go wrong with. Now, if anybody's feeding him the Locatelli shredded cheese, nothing beats a good British cheddar. That's true, Smee. That's good. That is true. Yes, we feed Bush's the Reaper Leviathan all manner of cheese, so long as it is not Velveeta cheese. But yeah, good Irish cheddar. Ooh. British cheddar. British cheddar versus Irish cheddar is probably a whole nother level of discussion. I assume that there is a very serious difference. And provolone! Oh yes, always provolone. Pepper jack's really good. Provolone's really good. It's really good, yeah. I love pepper jack on everything. Like, if I go to a restaurant and they have pepper jack as an option, I'm immediately like, this is a sexy restaurant that will have my business. You know what I mean? Because when I find a good place that will give me a good burger with some melted pepper jack on it, Munster cheese, yeah. Munster's really good. You might just be able to clear
Welcome
this.
aboard.
Some sharp white cheddar. Yeah, sharp white cheddar is always a good pick. Now, what does everybody put in their mac and cheese? This is a very important question that must... I swear to God, if any of you say fucking raisins, I will send you to the abyss of hell. If you tell me that you put the fucking... It's like the potato salad. Don't you come at me with no fucking raisins and potato salad. Because I've just eaten a whole thing of stew. Bacon bits. Good choice. Cathedral cheddar is the main brand cheese here. But there are better ones out there. I feel you. Or shredded chicken. Shredded chicken is an elite choice. If I find out that any of you put raisins in the fucking potato salad, so help me Jesus. Immediate ban hammer if you put raisins in your potato salad. That is unacceptable. I was so appalled when I found out that there are people doing that. Like, no. What are we talking about here, people? You must have a sense of decency. I know, off-road. And you know what bothered me off-road? It's literally people from regions of the country where I was just like, I expect better. I expect better by default. Is plain okay? Plain is fine. Plain is perfectly acceptable. What is not acceptable is raisins. Raisins and potato salad. I just don't eat potato salads because of mayonnaise. Oh, not a mayo fan. I like hollandaise. I prefer hollandaise most of the time to mayonnaise. If I, like, get to be picky about it, you know? But if somebody else is making it, like, so it really depends for me on, like, what the occasion is that I'm eating this on. And we can do it. What? Where's the puking guy at? I know, right? Raisins and a potato salad. I know, it's an affront to my decency as well, off-road. It upsets me in ways that are hard for me to describe. The only thing that I will accept is raisins used as a sweetener in Indian cuisine. Because in Indian cuisine, they use golden raisins more often, and it actually really balances the flavor of like a fried rice better. Much like pineapple fried rice, it just kind of adheres well. But so help me Jesus, if any of you tell me that there are raisins in your potato salad, lawsuits. Lawsuits. Unacceptable. It's been too long since I've had pineapple fried rice. It's so good. It's my favorite thing to get from the Thai place by us. Which reminds me, I really need to give them more of my I need to give them more of my business.
Welcome aboard.
Sir, you were never on this side before. Don't pick today. Are you stalking me? What do I put in mac and cheese? All right, so I'll do a variety of cheeses. Now, it really depends. So if we're talking that I'm gonna make like traditional style mac and cheese, we're gonna go American cheese, sharp cheddars, and then I really like to balance it out with something like, I mean, it's hard to argue with Gruyere. Gruyere is like the ultimate melty, wonderful sensation. I could go for some bacon bits. I also really like to like add like that breadcrumb layer so that you get a little bit of crunch with it. But I do mine in like layers, almost like a lasagna, because it needs to have like consistency and crunch and almost like a cakey cross section to it by the time that I'm done with it. So for me, it's all about the cheeses. This is where the cheeses need to shine. Now, in terms of the actual pasta I use for my mac and cheese, I don't just do typical macaroni. I prefer the shells. Personally, I am a big shell supporter.
Welcome aboard.
I think that it's hard to ever go wrong with them. Yeah, like I like to really let like the pasta and the mix of cheeses shine. Now, it really depends though, right? Because at times I have also made like the super Italian mac and cheese, which was crazy. And I'm talking full works, like it basically was like pretty much lasagna tier. Or at the very least, damn near close. But it really, for me, it's very dependent on like, what's the specific vibe that I'm going for at any given time? You know what I mean? It's neat. It has to have the right balance of flavors, but then it's also got to have like consistency. I cannot stand it when you bite into a dish and there's like a weird texture.
Welcome aboard.
Like, I don't know if that makes you guys squirrely, but it definitely makes me insane. So yeah, I love shells. The standard macaroni's fine, but like, I don't know. I really prefer these. I forget what the hell they're called, which is probably some form of Italian sin, but they're like these, the best way I can explain it is like textured macaronis. I eat my heart out as soon as my food's done cooking. I'm so glad I had triple tacos for lunch. It's been a day of eating delicacies. Let's go. We love that.
Seek fresh water intake.
Push PDA. Doing important things such as planning. Oh, you are kidding me. Well, that's a clusterfuck. Game. Alright, whatever. this way. That would top it all off, right? I know, we all want that buffalo chicken dip. He's about to have a lot of company, and it's just literally gonna be all of us seeking buffalo chicken dip. We're all just gonna line up and be like, hey, Seth.
Welcome aboard.
Alright, so then that will go up there. My god, is this a mess of things. We're all just gonna show up and be like, hey, Seth, could we have some dip?
Dehydration.
Hey, Seth. Yeah, we're all just gonna be like, please. Mercy. See, I'm dangerous though. If y'all tell me that you have enough of something, I will show up with the damn Tupperware. So like, don't try me. On here. Oh, that's the glass. I thought that that was one of those green things, and I was gonna be like, ooh, we're gonna make a chutney. Craving everything right now? Listen, I've been having some banger sushi all week, so I understand. I've been having some absolutely banging sushi and sashimi this week.
Welcome aboard.
So I understand. I could absolutely torture everybody with the range of stuff that I've been eating this week, but... But you know, I'll be good. I just love food, man. Food is like the one topic that it's impossible to go wrong with in any company that you're ever in. You know what I mean? See, I've never had that. I guarantee you, though, it's probably good, because I know that those tacos are a delicacy. So for myself, like, even though I've never tried it, one thing about me is that, like, just because it's not typically what I would have, does not mean that I'll ever knock it, if that makes sense. Because that is one thing that drives me crazy about world cuisine, is like, you know, for example, I would not eat a 100-year egg. That's just not my thing. But like, if that is somebody's thing, good for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have to be, you know what I need to be, is I need to be in the right area of the world to actually have it authentically so that the experience is guaranteed not to be ruined. It's like people who try bagels outside of New Jersey. Like, I'm here to tell you, I don't ever want to hear nobody say anything to me about no New York bagels. Somebody talked to me about New York bagels and I was offended for all of us. Because I'm like, no. Let's get something very clear. New Jersey is for bagels. You did not have a Jersey bagel. You have not had a proper bagel. And like, on behalf of all of the state of New Jersey, I'm upset for you. Free egg is excellent. Yeah, I've never tried it. That's just not my, but it's also just not something that I would like gravitate to anyway. But when I play Subnautica 1, I will be gunning for the propulsion and repulsion guns. Oh, absolutely. They're by far and away the most useful thing. Easily.
30 seconds.
This works out though too, because we gotta get, look how close we are. Chat, it's about to be a reality killer. Can you believe it? We're so close. Remember how far we were when we started this adventure, chat? Nobody believed in me.
Oxygen.
Right? I can't understand it to save my life, Smee, but like at the same time, it's like if that's what somebody's into, like good for them. I just, you know, it's like kink. Like just because I'm not into something kink-wise does not mean that it's wrong. It just means like, hey, good for you. Jersey,
Welcome
Fort
aboard.
Collins. Yeah. So, like, so I'll put it this way. Like, for me, it's a situation of, it's passable. It's better than what you'd get. Oh, well, I'll give you an example. So I have a buddy who just moved to Dallas and she tried a bagel place out there. She took an L. She literally called me to tell me that she took an L, and she was like, I'm violently offended. And this is no insult to Dallas food, because they got a lot out there, but they do not have proper fucking bagels. She was like, you're gonna need to ship me bagels. And I was like, I can do that. I love that off-road. That's the right spirit to have about it, too, where it's like, you know, it's not coming from a place of like, you know, it's coming from a place of curiosity, which means that you kind of can't go wrong. I feel this way about languages, too. I love learning a lot of languages and having, like, multiple skills under my belt, but the reason that I love that is, like, I just like the idea that I'm not limited, you know?
Welcome aboard.
Homeboy, I think you perceive me building out here. I think that's the lesson I'm supposed to be taking from this, is that he perceives me.
Welcome
Do you know
aboard.
that bagels originally came from Poland? I believe it.
Welcome aboard.
It's just that New Jersey considerably has this situation on lock, you know, and that's something that we just gotta... Telling y'all right now, it's not even something that you could fight with New Jersey people about. Like, we have this situation bodied. New Yorkers might try to fight it, but to be honest with you, like, the differences between a New York and a New Jersey bagel has to do with the fluffiness. And the fluffiness is not something that I will personally ever compromise on.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, that's how I feel about tripe. Tripe is just never gonna be a thing that I... You know, it's like, basically, if I know the part of the animal that it came from, I'm not trying it. But I mean, that's one of my big things, is that I just don't have that kind of a stomach. Yeah, like, again, you know, never associated bagels with Poland. See something? Yeah, Baloo is a tough one. That's definitely on my list of, like, it's pretty fucking gross to me. That's not something that I would probably ever mess with myself. But again, different strokes for different folks. Not my home culture. Hello?
Welcome aboard.
What in the glitchy? Hello? Am I not directly above this compartment? Try this again, because I don't think that this game is registering. It's very weird.
Welcome aboard.
Aren't you allowing me to build here? Hello? What in the world? Well.
Welcome aboard.
Look on a few seconds. Oh, Off-Road's discussing Baloo, the practice of eating... I don't know how you would describe it, Off-Road. It's basically eating a baby bird. An embryonic baby bird, from what I can remember. It's definitely outside of the range of culinary things that I would willingly experience in my life, you know? It's definitely not like my no hate to anyone. Have you ever eaten calamari? Oh, absolutely. That's like a staple in the Italian diet. As a matter of fact, I worry all the time about our cephalopod overlords when they discover Italians, because I have a feeling that unfortunately we would try and eat them. And it's a thing that I have, like, regularly had this discussion with my father about like, so, do you think we'll be safe? I love me some calamari. Yeah, I'm definitely a calamari girl. Not a fried calamari fan, me. It really depends on, it actually really depends on the batter that it's fried in for me. It's gotta be good. Dude, if that's how you spell it. Oh yeah, no. The baby duck egg is not happening. That in no world would that ever happen for me. I can tell y'all right the fuck now. The levels of nope that is for me on a scale are very measurable.
Welcome aboard.
Walker! My dude! Thank you so much. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Let's fucking go. YOLO, baby. Everybody who got subs, enjoy your ad-free viewing. Walker, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate you. That is freaking awesome.
Welcome aboard.
That is so freaking cool. Hey, let's freaking go. And we've got a hype train as well. We love to see it. What do you mean my build area is obstructed? Game, I swear on God himself. Don't do it to me, game. The game's doing it to me, you guys. It's trying to obstruct our base building. Yeah, what is Snood? Well, Walker, man, thank you so much for the 200 stream streak and for the gifties. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. It's a good day, chat. Don't mind me, my phone's going absolutely insane for no reason whatsoever. I literally have a vocabulary app that is like thinking that I am looking up vocabulary words right now, and I just simply don't know how to explain to it that Very fried or cooked pig nose made really crunchy and tossed in sauce. Alright, never tried it. It would actually make me very sad for the piggies. You know, I like pigs. I think they're very sweet little creatures. Well, sometimes big creatures, but I like them. They're very nice. They have a lot of emotions, and I relate to that. Also, it comes to my attention, by the way, chat, that at some point we missed one of the leviathans that are in the game. So at some point today we might be going to look for that. Yeah, pig skin's really good. Chaticus. My endless quest for titanium. I think that's copper. I think that's copper. Yeah, I don't know how we missed the, Does that go around the whole part there? Oh, yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, this entire freaking complex is, You know what? We can go and pick up titanium back at home. Love how I'm hearing my death bag but not seeing it.
30 seconds.
Less puffy and much more crunchy. Okay. Poor piggies. Roasted pig in the skin is still attached? I mean, yeah, I'll put it this way. Other cultures that use different roasting methods always fascinate me. Like, I don't know if I could stomach it. When we were in Spain, there was a whole roasted pig. I know, right? So much titanium. All the titanium. I think I have spent more in titanium than I ever bargained for. I guess we should also, Oh, pray for me. No, it's literally just faster if I swim. That's the funniest part about all this. What are some of these ambient noises? I swear they added more noises. They also added a new song into the game, which I don't know if you guys heard it on the opening screen, but I was really like, ooh. They're really refining the soundtrack, and I'm pleased to see it. Random titanium, we'll take it. I'm so hungry! It's your sign to make the food. Yeah, this chat will definitely make you hungry, that's for sure. There have definitely been times that I've rip streamed because we spoke about food at such length that I was really like, all right, I haven't eaten. That is the ugliest. I wish I could like. Things are cooking. Let's go. Hype train success. Thank you so much, Walker. Appreciate you, dude. Let's see. Oh my god, I got a cute one. It's really cute. We were talking about animals earlier too, so this makes me very pleased.
30 seconds.
Choo-choo indeed. It's so cute. I love it so much. Hell yeah. This. If he comes around this side of the rock, I'm letting y'all know right now, I will scream. Help me, Jesus. I'll have me a heart attack. Keeping to not tempt me. Yeah, guess what? We're basically there. We're so close, I can just about taste it. This. Now, for those of y'all wondering why I'm doing this, it's because the way that we enter octoview is not going to be limited to one method. Oh no, wait, does this fuck up my power draw? I don't think it should.
Welcome aboard.
Right, and then the last layer up.
Welcome aboard.
This is gonna be so funny when we log back into this game. And I just look at you guys and I'm like, hey chat, what the fuck did I do? Need to be one up for this, I wonder. I think I actually do.
Welcome aboard.
Why not just...
Welcome aboard.
This is so confusing. Sometimes I swear to God, it's like the game wants to make it more difficult.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, hang on. Oh, your life is going places when this is the most exciting thing. But however, I am very excited that it's snapping, so. I know, I'm really excited for that. I'm also excited for more Leviathans. I just want to know what's going on with them because that elusive Leviathan looks fucking crazy. So now I think I might actually have been too high.
Seek caloric intake.
Work. I mean, I guess I could come in on the second story. Yeah, I could just build a room on top and then connect it to that, I guess? Or just like an intermediary room with like a ladder down. All good. You know what? Let me just see quick if I have anything in here. I think the power draw should be fine.
Welcome aboard.
Copper, we've got silver, we've got glass. Got a spare battery. Cool. Oh, let's go. She planned it, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it's nice being me. Because the thing is about me is that I'm finally at a phase in my life where I will actually leave the required materials behind so that I survive. Oh, it's so good. So let's put you in there. I will confidently forget that that's there, just so that we're all very clear. Let's see, what else can we grab? Chicken gizzards. I don't think I've ever had that. But then, you know, I've also never had, like, so there's some regional things to the United States that I've never tried. For example, biscuits and gravy. Never had it. Should probably have it at some point. Also, Phoenix, you need to tell me what you think of the new panels. I designed them with you in mind. I literally, like, went through and was just basically like, oh my holy jackpot. Absolutely love chicken gizzards. I've never had it. Never had biscuits and gravy. Never had chicken gizzards. Oh, that makes me very excited. I hope so. Because the current dock is... go into the About section and scroll down. I changed all it up. Like, you know where we normally keep the rules and stuff? Gotta know if you like the gravy before you commit to biscuits and gravy. Don't make me bring my... I've never had it, Auburn. I've just never had the opportunity to have it. It's not a thing that we eat over here. Like, I don't think New Jersey would even understand what a biscuit is outside of Popeyes, and we all know that Popeyes biscuits are a thing that you only really experience once without a drink before you die. Thank you, Walker. Speaking of hydration. We were laughing the other day. We were like, if somebody gives you a Popeyes biscuit without a drink, they're committing an act of homicide. Master my grandmother's gravy. Let's go. Girl, then you better bring this cast. Oh, what in the world is happening here? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, no. Okay, game. What the fuck? Liver and onions? I don't think I've ever had that one either. Yeah, it's under About, and then if you scroll down, the panels are like the part underneath. wouldn't know. I have absolutely never experienced that. Alright, this is, Cat. There are a few situations that can send me into outright hysterics, but we're looking at one.
30 seconds.
What the fuck do you mean that I rolled up to my own friend? You know what?
Welcome aboard.
I know what we'll do. I know what we're gonna do. She just keeps saying, I don't usually see Auburn this adamant about a no, so I assume it's, it is that deep. Because his dad would eat it any day of the week. Yeah, we don't do a whole lot of organ meats out here. My own little flotation thing scared me.
Welcome aboard.
Sir? You better not. I know he's fucking lying. I know he has to be kidding me. I'm gonna disguise it with anything.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, so what we're gonna have to do... all the fucking times to be having a problem right now. Auburn's like, absolutely not. Damn, and I don't usually see Auburn shy away from foods either. Somewhat impressed. I'm also scared. Yep, nope. All of that is a nope from me. I don't really, I'll take an organ supplement, but I will not eat the actual organs themselves. That's one of those things that's just like a... It's on my birthday? Oh my god, Walker, it's meant to be. That's perfect. I love how now everybody's like, I love how everybody's now checking out the panels because I mentioned the panels. You could tell I was irrationally proud of the panels. You just mind your business over there, sir. Help me, Jesus. Alright, what can we do here? What panels? If you go to the About section of the channels, I edited everything. Basically, so pretty much like, so you know where you would normally see the, thank you, Phoenix, yeah. So you know how you would normally see like the about the streamer and then like the little rules and stuff? I basically edited ours because I have been being driven insane by them for too long. And I decided to end my own suffering. Hey game, you know, I would really enjoy it if you would, hang on. Can I please just deconstruct you like a normal person? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Alright, so what we gotta do is we gotta build this. This man is camping me. He knows.
Welcome aboard.
Listen, you hoe. Here's bushes. He's gonna defend us from you. I like how I just volunteered him for that. He is definitely not defending us. He would throw me directly into the Leviathan's beak. Okay? Let's just get that very, very clear and very understood. I'm not being saved from shit all. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, I was like, we need a change. We need a little...
Welcome aboard.
That chunk of metal. Literally, this is something that I personally want the devs to fix. I think that they need to make it much easier to make, like, stupid builds. You better fucking not. I'm telling you right the fuck now. Just looking at me. I didn't like it. Oh, what the fuck is this? Alright, it's fine. We'll just reconstruct it the whole way down. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so stinky. This is Subnautica 2, not Squid Game. Listen. Listen. It sure is fucking feeling like it, though. Help me, Jesus. That's hilarious.
Welcome aboard.
Alright, so this is quite nice. God damn you, I did not build a colossal tunnel just so that I could be told no. You will let me integrate my power systems.
Welcome aboard.
Even if I now have to go through and delete every single thing that I have built. So help me God. I'm having these things connect. I will not hear the word no tonight. No is not about to be in my vernacular. It's like drama time. I know. I wish, for the life of me, I wish that it would chill out, you know? It just feels so funny and silly that it's like, ah yes, we must do maximum drama for this.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, help me God, chat, as annoying as this is. But I'm seeing a chance. Let's make a change. Game, you cannot be serious with me right now. Alright, let's just do another one of these out here, I suppose. Cause like, okay, so if I look straight down, there has to be a way to connect these. That would just be too ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, this is like...
Welcome aboard.
God, so help me God, if we have to fix that colossal tunnel, I'm letting y'all know right now that my crash out will be biblical. It will be televised. And y'all will witness me. Need is thing to adjust the elevation, right? So I'm kind of on the fence because that's kind of where my vibe is at with this, is like, I don't think that this should be as stupid as it's currently being. We're just gonna, I guess, find out what we need to do here, because what I'm assuming... Why wouldn't you let me deconstruct it?
Welcome aboard.
Like, what do you mean that it has attachments? Like... Oh, it must be this. Alright, let's try out this. Okay. I literally don't need any of this to make it structurally sound. So what you're telling me is that I cannot delete this one highly specific box for absolutely no reason. It could be the support leg, but like the support leg isn't... It probably is the support leg. Whatever, we'll just leave it. It's literally just an empty compartment of nothing.
Welcome aboard.
I think what's sending me about it more than it probably should be is that I feel like we're... What the hell? How you doing? Off-road, thank you for the lurk. I hope your wings come out great. So what's sending me... Go eat in a minute? Enjoy it, dude. Alright, so if I get rid of this... Seems like the game doesn't like that idea. I know.
Power offline. Warning. Power offline.
What? What in the frick? Alright, here's what my general plan is. We're just gonna try and see through some convoluted method we can like convince the game to stop being a dickhead.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, you know what I bet we can do? I have an idea. I have an idea. I bet you that this is gonna be it too. Like, if I can just pull this off right now, we're gonna be in heaven. But first, let's build this way. So this says build area obstructed. Here's what I bet that we can do. So what if I... Because the problem is that it's trying to increase it by like a half measure. But I don't know that we can't add to the top.
Welcome aboard.
Out of here. That's where I'm struggling, because it doesn't seem to want to allow me to do that. Alright, let's just get this over here. And I have an insane idea. What I'm thinking is that it's just not gonna line up. Because I don't understand, though, why it won't let us build just slightly vertical. You would think that that would be a thing. But I have this, like, very insane idea. Now what if we...
30 seconds.
Warning. Power offline.
talking about, homie?
Power connected. All systems online. Warning. Power offline.
Shit.
Oxygen.
What the fuck is going on with
Welcome
my
aboard.
power systems? Bro, I'm telling you, the game does not want to let me have this. This game is like, how actually dare you? I mean, I guess that the most reasonable option here at the end of all this...
Power offline.
Bro, homie, what is going on?
Power connected. All systems online.
This game literally sounds like it is like the War of the Krakens right now. We've come this far, and I don't really want to surrender it. No, I mean... not really a far.
Welcome aboard.
Here's our old... and
Welcome
here would be our
aboard.
new. Oh, you just want it to work. It's like I had a conversation with Bullshark and we both agreed that this might happen.
Welcome aboard.
But like, worst case scenario, this is not like the worst outcome for where this could have been happening at. It's still an insanely long interconnected tunnel. It's just considerably more of a pain in my ass to be constructing than I was expecting. I would really like it if the devs would give us a little vertical space. I think that it would definitely spruce things up a bit. It's like the rest of this is pretty doable. Yeah, I'm not huge on it, but what I'm thinking is that we're just gonna toss solar panels all along the top of the tunnel anyway. Because it's so goddamn obnoxiously long.
Welcome aboard.
It is definitely... I'm definitely not entirely thrilled.
Warning. Power
And
offline.
this is just the weirdest thing to me. Like, it's literally just a
Power
free-floating
connected.
building.
All systems online. Warning. Power offline.
I don't know what is going on.
Warning. Power offline. Power connected. All systems online.
I'm so confused.
Welcome aboard.
It apparently can't make up its mind. Yeah, aesthetically it kind of
Welcome
pisses
aboard.
me off. Aesthetically, this is definitely more annoying than I was hoping that it would be. But I don't know if there could have been another way that this was going to go down, because it doesn't seem like the system that they use for building is, snapping well between pieces, so... I mean, I guess once we have all these ladders in, then it'll be, like, technically interconnected, but it's just, like... I don't know. It needs some Jesus. Urgently. What's up, Stitch? How you doing? Yeah, it definitely needs some serious TLC and Jesus. Like, luckily our other base is really pretty, so this place not being as pretty doesn't really, like, jones me out, but... Moon pool with a hatch sticking up out of it, right? I can't complain, dude. Life is lifing. What's up, concourse, and welcome in. Let me just tell you, trying to connect a pair of bases in this game is an experience. I'm sure there should be a way.
Welcome aboard.
It's just slightly off in the most, like, mind-numbing way possible. Now let's go back to the other one. Just see. I could probably choose a different snap point from along this, because this is one long tunnel. I'm sure, like, it's happened. You know? I'm sure, like, this has happened. I guess we could start farther back out on the tunnel, build up, and then just build the tunnel directly into the sidewall if we were to, like... Because, like... It is an eyesore. Either that or we're deconstructing this whole thing, which would be absolutely insane. Now that we've built it all, having to deconstruct it all. Ugh. The absolute insanity. I mean, I won't lie, getting out of having to glass this all is not a... It's not a thing that I consider terrible, but... Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I could definitely be okay with not having to deal with this much glass, because this is a lot of glass. So if I'm understanding correctly... Yeah. You know what, chat? One thing y'all know I can't stand, it's an eyesore. We still have to also figure out this room. Somebody please remind me that we need to figure out that room. Already got our lab. Already got our dining area. Got this. Like, I guess we could just make the viewing base massive storage for all this titanium and stuff, because, like, Lord knows I'm not trying to deal with it out back here. But... I don't know. I don't know what the correct answer is to this situation, because if I'm perfectly honest, I would much rather deconstruct it than have to deal with an eyesore.
Welcome aboard.
At the same time, valid, DOS. That's what I'm thinking, is that we ought to just maybe deconstruct it all now. Because I don't know, I feel like gone is better than ugly, you know? I feel like when it comes to Subnautica bases. Oh, you're all good, DOS. I hope it's all going well today. We're just chilling. It turns out I might have to deconstruct this behemoth. Which is gonna be fun. We're definitely about to have feelings about this. This is gonna be crazy.
Welcome aboard.
Alright. Let's do what we do best. Let's get to work. Alright, let's work on the parts from here first, so that way I don't completely lose it. So, like, for example, let's actually finish building that. Ooh, good luck. I hope it all goes okay.
Warning. Power offline.
Oh, thank you, God. Okay, we can finally get rid of this. Because for whatever reason.
Power connected. All systems online. Welcome aboard.
Refund all this. Yeah, because as much as I like the idea of connecting the two bases, I think this is going to be more than we can reasonably...
Welcome aboard.
Like, unless they change the building system, which, you know, they very well might. I have no idea. Or at least unless they give us vertical space so that we could actually connect things on a bit of an angle.
Welcome aboard.
Let's go start this.
Welcome aboard.
Right side, at least we have enough to probably construct more of the wind turbines. Yep. I love this. I love that they have like the little beacon instead of just dropping it to the ground. Such a quality of life hack.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
And so begins the long road back. Oh my god. As much as I hate it when stuff like this happens, it is kind of objectively funny.
Welcome aboard.
There goes mouse number 1. Right. With all that. See, this stuff is so, like, Well, it's taxing, but it's not, like, terrible. That back.
Seek fresh water intake.
On the bright side, I better never hear again that I need titanium. I had better never, another day in my life, hear that I am missing titanium. I'm here to tell you that if anybody says that, they are lying. Because whatever is going on here, Auburn, by the time that I deconstruct this entire monstrosity, you realize how insane that this is about to be. It's like, and now we go all the way back.
Welcome aboard.
Probably not, which is gonna be its own fun situation shortly. But what this will allow me to do as well over here is to actually build better power, I suppose. I definitely don't. I'm gonna be within range of the chest to do this. Well, let's go back to grab some water stuff, because I'm not really trying to die. I mean, I will admit, I am slightly relieved that the glassing will not have to happen now. That was going to be unholy. That was going to be far too much effort. I'm telling you right now that that would have actually taken probably at least 5 streams to finish glassing that whole thing.
Welcome
That's
aboard.
like, that tunnel is ungodly long. Even by my standards, even by my build standards. That was just too much. Yeah. Oh, for goodness sake, give me this.
Welcome aboard.
While I'm at it. Like, even if this loses power, I'm pretty okay with the idea. For now, we're just gonna do wall lockers. Army of storage. Army of bushes. Bushes having an army is a terrifying thought. Just an actually, that would be, you know what? Oh, Walker, that's a brilliant idea. You could call in the Armada. Hang on. You know, there are times in which I am just infinitely convinced that you guys are far wiser than me. We're just gonna summon them all. All of them. The entire family. It's such a weird model in terms of its shape. I wish that it was a little bit friendlier to being positioned differently. Be like gang gang. Instead of Benny and the Jets, it's bushes. I don't know what we would call them. No, hang on. Hang on. As much as I would like to do what we did with the chairs for a viewing area, I think we are gonna run out of space in here. Like, we could fill this entire surface area with Reaper Leviathans to the point at which there is just simply nothing but Reaper Leviathan. But hear me out. I do feel as if it would be a little bit difficult to walk and access our storage. Even though it would be very funny. Get all this deleted.
Welcome aboard.
Do it and don't tell Bullshark. No, this isn't even actually what we could do after this is go into the multiplayer and I could do my base designing there. Do some serious interior decor. Just endless army of Reaper Leviathans.
Welcome aboard.
Just enters the multiplayer game and is like, why the fuck are there 50 Reaper Leviathans in a field? Just put the Leviathan everywhere. See, the only thing it's missing is a button on it that we could press and hear the Reaper Leviathan sound effect, because can you imagine if I had a controller that let me push all the buttons at the same time? Just the infinite noise. Infinite noises. Just unlimited. Motion activated. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Oh. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? I would like that. That'd be a great security measure as well.
Welcome aboard.
Oh my goodness. My Lanta. My Lanta. Some. And once again, I will say, I wish that we could build the statue outside. I would just put it on a singular pedestal in front of the octopus just to torment it. Okay, idea.
Welcome aboard.
It's kind of satisfying. The build area is obstructed by this. Idea. Its a mouth and tail move like it's swimming towards the player. That would be very cute. I would like that very much. That would be very adorable. Also utterly hilarious. The fact that now we have to go all the way up. Hang on. I see a terrible placement. Not in my Christian Minecraft server, thank you very much. He can refund.
Caloric intake.
Forgot we put a hatch over here.
Welcome aboard.
I would love that. I would also love a Ghost Leviathan statue, a Sea Dragon Leviathan statue. I think we need all of them. It's not enough to just have one. I'm about to be in building purgatory, aren't I? Well, chat, everybody get comfy. So has everybody figured out their most cursed bedroom song suggestions yet? Because I will tell you, mine is definitely a strong candidate. I knew the minute that I sent that Auburn was gonna be fucking losing it. Have we all figured out what our entries are? Because I'm just saying. Mine is a fucking deadly. As a matter of fact, remind me, we're gonna have that video on the channel. I think it really just speaks for itself. It does, and it really speaks to the cursed nature of my brain.
Welcome aboard.
Like, Phoenix, did you ever decide on Cotton Eye Joe? Who said Cotton Eye Joe last time? Because that was absolutely diabolical. I laid awake thinking about that at night and was like, my god. Cotton Eye Joe is a fucking strong contender now, isn't it? I was like, god damn. Not heard that song in a while. Now imagine that you heard it in the sack. Of all the places, like, I honestly can't even tell you guys if I'd be intimidated or impressed. Probably some horrifying mixture of both. Be like, is this a dominance display? Because honestly, like, I really think my brain would, like, register it as, like, a dominance display. Because I don't know, I feel like the more fucked up that the song is, the more that it's just like gonna force the person listening to it to reconcile, like, Auburn went right for the tempo. I'd be impressed if I could not laugh the entire. I don't know if I'd laugh. I don't know if I'd. I don't know what the fuck my response to it would be. Please don't give Death Runner that challenge, Auburn. I will receive a DM about it. I will receive a very strongly worded DM about that situation. You better not bring out Cotton Eye Joe. You better not. I swear to God. That's one of those, like, I need to know how it went, but I also need you to never ever provide more detail. That's one of those, like, thumbs up, middle down situations where, like, you know. Oh, Cotton Eye Joe. Now mine is truly crazy. Mine is unhinged. It's just straight up mountain man screaming. Absolutely zero context whatsoever. Like, how to know that you're truly, like... How to know that you are truly in a situation with someone genuinely insane. They put on that song and that's like their music voice. I'd have an absurd amount of joy, though, being that cursed. I truly, like, I would. Like, that's the problem with me, is that I would enjoy that so much. If for no other reason, but you know that you're about to see the funniest... You know that you're about to see that. Listen to how dramatic she is. What do you mean, starvation? Hush. So dramatic. Why is the PDA always dramatic? What if we, like, made defensive things so that the octopus electrocuted himself? Does he even care if he's electrocuted?
Welcome aboard.
Would it deter him? Her? It? They? Would it deter them? Because, like, fear conditioning works wonders in rodents. There was actually, oh my god, so if y'all want to ever hear the most cursed thing, Auburn, you'll love this. So do you know what bird feeder that I almost bought on the subject of feeding birds? Now this is going to make you guys laugh. So I used to be a behavioral researcher for neuroscience in the fear conditioning department, okay? So we would use electric shocks to fear condition rats and make models of PTSD and stuff. Do you know that somebody who is clearly a genius made a bird feeder that would electrocute the squirrel? Like, just enough to get them to leave that thing alone permanently. It would literally fear condition the squirrels. Now, so that we're clear, it was not enough of a shock to, like, actually hurt the animal. It's just enough to be aversive, but not enough to actually, like, do any damage. And I was really like, this man is a genius. Like, I remember we were watching Shark Tank, my dad and I was like, this man's a genius. Like, this is actually exactly what would deter squirrels from ever bothering your feeder again. But when I tell you that that man looked at me with such terror in his face, he was like, what in the fuck? He's like, why do you know that? And I was like, my research? I'm like, god damn. Now, granted, it was also really funny because people were getting all kinds of in a tizzy where they were like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, bro, we are aversively conditioned all the time. It's not that big of a deal. It's not, you know, we're not talking about some crazy volts being applied to the situation. We're talking about just enough for them to be like, yeah, I don't think I feel like encountering that. And when I tell you guys the holy, ungodly discussions about this thing online, I was really trying to find this thing. I was like, now this is a bird feeder made for somebody who's come out of neuro. You know what I mean? This is a bird feeder for somebody who's worked with rodents before. It's also completely unhinged. I have to say though, I really enjoyed the reality that this man crashed out so hard about his bird feeders getting violated that he was just straight up like, I'm gonna make an electric bird feeder. Like, that's objectively such a wild decision for a product. No different than electric, dog fence, or cattle fence. Exactly! That's what I'm saying, Jed. Like, it honestly was, like, not that big of a deal. You would think, from the way that people were responding to it, you would think that he was saying, like, oh, it'll have a turret on it to, like, shoot the squirrels. You know what I mean? Because that's the way that people were talking. And I was like, well, it's really not that. All he's saying is to create an aversive shock, which is, like, if you know literally anything about behavioral science at all, then it would be bad, but he's just making them rethink how much. Exactly. That's exactly it, Cord. And it actually really annoyed me as a behavioral researcher that there were people who were like, no, this is abusive. And I'm like, bro, like, I don't know how to explain this, but we all the time have research conditions out in the wild that are not necessarily, like, ideal. This is literally just capitalizing on a feature for rodents that is particularly salient. lot of research went into it. But yeah, I agree. Like, if it was something inhumane and brutal, like, it would be very obvious. But this is just a literal minor aversive shock, and I was like, man, if I ever find this bird feeder out in the wild, fuck it, I'm getting one. It's like, fuck it, homie, I'll support. It's like, truth be told, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, I think it's so interesting too that like the same people who will argue against the slight aversive shock are also pro putting like hot sauce in the bird feed and stuff, which I'm like, you're burning their tongue and potentially deeply upsetting their stomach, which could have long-ranging consequences if they choose to keep eating it. Like, I don't know. So it was really fascinating. It was one of those moments where, like, my background in neuro was coming out real strong, because I was just like, sometimes you just really wish that, like, stuff was, like, commonplace knowledge. Because, like, everybody knows Pavlov and his dogs, right? But very, very few people know, like, you know, the Skinner experiments, the actual operant conditioning, classical conditioning. Actually, no, most people know classical conditioning. They don't know fear conditioning. And fear conditioning is one of the most tried and true and reliable methods in the whole field. Because, like, not only do you get a demonstrable result that's very easy to measure, but it's a fantastic model for PTSD. So it was one of these funny moments where I was like, God damn it, dude. I'm like, come on, Shark Tank. You guys don't have any R&D people in here who can, like, verify the science of this? It was just so cowardly, like, God's sake. It's very, in a way though, it was very funny, because my dad was like, he was like, oh, I didn't realize that it's that minor. I'm like, Dad, it's literally like, we used to have students actually press on the grates, right? So they would get the shock delivered to themselves, and I can tell you it was not that serious. Like, if you've ever been to the grocery store and touched like the handle of one of the freezer doors and gotten like a shock, it's literally the equivalent of that. It's just like it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? It's enough for them for it to be aversive, but it's not like, but it's not so much that like, oh, you know, the animal's gonna be like having its paws burned or something. There's nothing like that going on. It was definitely just one of those moments where I was like, ugh. But that's the thing with shows like Shark Tank, and this is what always kills me. It's like they have to do the public-facing side, but every now and then you'll get a product on there that's actually, like, scientifically backed, and they'll just completely glaze past it, and I'm like, dude, how? See, I mainly watch it for cleaning innovations, because those scrub mommies and scrub daddies, those things do the job. The pink stuff does the job. What else has come out of Shark Tank that I've really liked? There have been a couple of really good products that have actually gone through there that I was like, alright. I suppose they know what they're doing. Once worked in a store that had really staticky carpet and everyone gets zapped within the first minute. It'd be exactly, Cord. I bet you, how many complaints did you get about it? I occasionally get a fish there. This is like, again, a little bit of conditioning where I'm like, oh look, a reward. Because I'll tell you, the best deterrent I've ever had in any kind of marketing situation, well, not marketing, but like retail situation, was when I worked in the salon. What I started doing was putting a mirror on the desk on days when I like really did not feel like interacting. And you would be amazed how many people would like walk up to the desk, unconsciously perceive the mirror, realize that they were looking at themselves, and then like stop whatever they were going to go on a tirade about. And that's one of my favorite hacks in all of psychology. Like, if you leave a candy bowl out, but you leave a mirror next to it, you would be amazed that nobody takes candy. Or very few people do. Can use to fix that, right? Yeah, some of those carpets, man, it's like having unsealed tile. It will really, it can mess your whole business up because those lawsuits, let me tell you, are not pretty. Especially because also everybody's so sue happy these days. I can't believe that this is where we're at, but so be it. So be it. Better to have nothing than to have an eyesore. Static control is a pain. Don't I know, Jed? Don't I know? I was an electrophysiologist. Static would take out a $7,800 probe, which would take 7 weeks to order a new custom one of, with funding that we didn't have. So when I tell you that every single person that entered my laboratory had to be so sprayed down with static guard, it was not even funny. Like, when I tell you, I used to literally just be insane. People would walk in the room and they just immediately got a can of static guard to, like, their entire body. I was just basically, I was literally nuts. Our 50K production facility that integrated PC. Yep. Yep, you understand me. Yep, we can't be having our shit fried. It's just not gonna happen. It would take the whole fucking workday. It would actually take the entire production and just grind it all to a halt. And how many thousands of dollars, right? Like, it's just, it's insane. It's insane. You just can't fuck around with static at all. Static is... You have to test weekly, exactly. Exactly. Us too. Like, basically when we were, with what we were doing at the time, it was one of those things where, because also funding was really tight, it was one of those situations where, like, we did have a case where static killed one of the probes. And I remember that at the time, my ex-partner, he literally was out of commission for experiments for over 8 weeks. It was intense. Static floor wax is 5 to 6 times what regular is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anything anti-static, just static proofing in general. And honestly, like, by the time that we got done, because we also had to have Faraday cages, we had, Faraday cages. We had, oh my god, the caging setup was crazy. It was so fun, though, being an electrophysiologist. That's something that, actually, it's where I get my name / my username from. So my old username used to be ephysjig, literally because ephys was the method that I used. And then I got the nickname Effie because it wasn't like a pronounceable name, which is like very fair. And Effie is a lot easier to say than Ephes for like somebody who's not obviously in neuro and not familiar with it. So it was one of those really funny moments where you're like, oh hey. So now I keep my old method with me as I go through this journey. Even though the plant is closed, right? Dude, it's so worth it. I'm telling you right now, too, like, one of the things that people really underestimate all the time that I have seen up close and personal, things like static, things like radiation. And honestly, like, as much as this is gonna sound bananas, you do definitely sleep differently when you have, like, the PCs on in the room versus, like, having no electricity on. Like, I'm not out here saying that, like, EMF does all the stuff that we talk about EMF doing, but I don't know about you guys, but I sleep a lot better when all the technology's off. I can personally testify that I sleep like a fucking rock, but the minute that the technology's on, like, my brain is whirring. It's going. Like, I'm definitely not that person who can sleep well with a PC going. But all the time I see people talking about it's really interesting too, because like now I think more than ever people are almost like a little bit too paranoid, if you will, about some of these things. But what's crazy is when you work in those environments all the time, we have the highest exposure risk. Like, I remember working on a schizophrenia model for the rats that involved radiation. And one of the things that was really crazy as we were like all discussing it is that I was like, what's nuts about this is that there aren't tighter hazmat protocols. At least at the time there weren't. And I was like, handling irradiated rats is actually crazy. Like, please, for the love of God, use proper protection. That is not something that you want to fuck with on any level. Like, one of my favorite books is Midnight in Chernobyl, and I go back to it every single time that I think that I'm having, like, a really bad day. Like today. Thought I was having a really bad day. Cracked open some Midnight in Chernobyl. Was like, I'm fine. Whole life is, in fact, fine. There is nothing... You know, I have my groans, I have my moments, but turns out I'm fine. Brain can pick up the electrical signals. Yeah, exactly. It's basically like, it's just kind of transient, like, best way I can put it. So I'm kind of like this too. Like, so sometimes every now and then I'll listen to, like, how do I put this? So like, you know how there are people who like listen to subliminals and stuff? I don't really do that so much, but I'll just like put on YouTube and I'll kind of just like start to nod off. But very distinctly in the middle of the night, I will know that that video is still on and I will have to go turn it off. Yeah, I have, dude. I'm really excited about it. I'm also very excited about that black fungus that's eating the radiation. Like, that's something that I don't think that people understand is like fungi is gonna take over the world. Like, it's not like even a question. The fact that a fungus could adapt to start eating nuclear radiation to the degree that it is just like, dude. I'm like, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but we're gonna have cephalopod and fungal overlords, and that is just how it's gonna be. Probably some hybrid of the two, because cephalopods are insanely intelligent. Like, my favorite thing is that other people from my facility went on to go and work with cephalopods, right? And they would be doing shock baton work. It was very depressing. It was basically like, can you fear condition an octopus, right? Well, the cephalopods figured out that they could take the shock baton out of the hands of the researcher and use it as a weapon to shock them right back. They had to completely revamp the entire experiment because the cephalopods were so intelligent that they figured out that they could turn that around on the researchers. And I was like, bro, we need to stop fucking around with things that are from the ocean, man. We need to stop fucking around with ocean intelligence, man. We're originally from there too. We need to stop. Oh my god, dude, they know everything that's going on. What's actually so, and one thing that I've been really happy to see as well is that, like, they're finally being treated as sentient creatures like primates are, where the research is a lot more protected than it used to be. Because, like, that's one thing. So, like, people who talk about animal research, I always get a little bit frustrated because, for the most part, they really don't understand how regulated that the conditions are, at least at reputable places. I have worked places where it was not reputable, and it definitely is very over, and there's tons of committees and people that you can call, and like, a whole chain of command to make sure that the animals are treated fairly, right? But one thing that's always been a pet peeve of mine, especially after having worked in animal research, is how few people seem to actually understand how much goes into animal research and ensuring their welfare. So what was fascinating about this is that this was under very controlled experimental conditions. I will just say this. I would never want to be on the receiving end of a pissed off cephalopod. I assure you that whatever violence that these creatures are capable of, it is vast. Because, holy shit. They are not playing around with us. And you know what? Good for them. They don't need to. So it just really fascinates me. Like, it's always been very interesting as well, too, like how many people do not understand why we even have animal research to begin with, especially for something like neuroscience. Simply put, we don't really have great analogs at the moment for the human brain. Like, organoids are coming along, but they've got a ways to go, especially now, too, because we have all these kind of bizarre regulatory things that have been getting adapted for stem cell use, which is super frustrating because essentially it's like, okay, so how do you get rid of animal research? You get brain organoids up to a point where they're actual viable test subjects. But we're not... Organoids, even as recently, so I was about to be signed on to that in 2021. That was 5 years ago. Even just in the last 5 years, it really hasn't advanced enough to take over. Please stop littering before the octopi start building elaborate bacteria. Yeah, literally. I love them though. I love cephalopods. I have such a big heart for them. I have a big heart for spiders. I have a big heart for wasps now. I can't believe I overcame my phobia of wasps, but it happened. Wasps are crazy smart, dude. Wasps are nuts. For those of you that don't know about like Eastern yellow jackets and like some of the shit that they get up to, holy shit, dude. The castles that wasps construct. I can't believe that through this whole experience of having all the wasps in the house, I'm like now deconditioned for being scared of wasps. I'm like, let's fucking go. Because this is a phobia. I don't think you guys understand. I've had this phobia since I was literally 5 years old. And now it's just gone, basically overnight. I'm like, who am I? What's happening? I literally just woke up and it was like, this is fine. And my family can't believe it either, because normally, like, I don't think you guys understand. I'd be like half a mile away down the street screaming because of a single wasp. Like, we used to have neighbors call the police and do a wellness check because of how loud I scream because a wasp landed on me, and now we're just like zen. I don't know, I guess that's a testament to growth. But nah, like cephalopods, spiders, any of the stuff that like moves kind of weird doesn't bother me. What's always bothered me is flying insects, because for the most part, I just find it very overstimulating. Like when something races across my face, I find that very like jarring. I don't know if anybody else is with me on that, but it just all of a sudden becomes like too much for my brain. Oh, that's gonna piss me off. Can I, like... Let me do this just so that I remember to get it.
Welcome aboard.
Wasps are crazy, dude. So one thing that actually might have helped. So I have been watching the craziest wasp, yellow jacket, and hornet removal videos for a couple of years now. I've basically been watching these like huge nests and stuff get taken out and like what the process is. And there's basically this guy online who actually rehomes them in his own backyard so that like he has like a couple different wasp and hornet and yellow jacket colonies that like pretty much do all of his pollinating and whatnot. And it kind of changed my view on it, because it was very much this mindset, right, where it's not like the Japanese like, what is it? The colossal, like the really large hornet that attacks honeybees. It's not like those species. These are just like pretty much harmless paper wasps and yellow jackets and like that kind of thing. But it was just very interesting to me to like actually interact with a phobia that way and just be like, huh, this is the removal process. Because long story short, I just don't, like, even though I'm averse to them, I'm not necessarily like, oh, I don't like this creature, so it can't exist. I'm more on team, like, I just don't want it near me. The peeps free can pay to remove them. Yeah, you're not wrong, Jed. They're also very telling, like, what kind of colonies that you have. Like, I'm a big fan right now, so I've been watching a guy who's keeping a Japanese giant hornet as a pet, which is definitely a level that I'm not really looking to aspire to at this time. But I was like, you know, good for him. Good for him. It's something I'm personally, like, at this moment, invested in. Hail to the no. But you know what? That's a level of commitment that I can respect. Yeah, I really don't think that people fully understand how beneficial some of the species are. It's like when people get really upset because there are spiders in their house, I'm like, I need you to you have free pest control right now. Do you want West Nile and a bunch of other stuff? Like, please let the spiders just eat the mosquitoes and stuff. Like, as long as it's not bothering you, like, I can totally understand, like, moving it when it's in, like, a sleeping area or, like, a shower area or, like, somewhere else that it's just like, please don't have that next to me when I first wake up in the day, because, like, I get it. Good night, Killer. I hope you sleep well, dude. Get some good sleep, girlie. It's nice to see you. I hope all goes well tomorrow. Yeah, the amount of bugs that we have around us that people don't realize are beneficial. Like, you know which one always kills me? That people do not understand how crazy that they are, but I'm so excited that it's about to be summer here because we're going to see a lot of them, are praying mantises. We get so many praying mantises in my yard. And they're so beautiful. They're so cool looking. I'm always like, yeah. Praying mantises are freaking badasses. I would love to have a praying mantis pet, but I refuse to take it out of nature just to make it my pet because I feel like there is nothing. So like my parents raised me on Free Willy, and this is one of those things where like whenever people are like surprised by any of my stances and my views about the world, I'm like, bro, I was literally raised on like Free Willy, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, like all these other stories about like how creatures deserve to be free. Why are you surprised that I want to put the whale back in the ocean? Like, why are you surprised that I love, like, great white sharks or, like, you know, marine life or, like, conservation? Like, I grew up on Fern Gully. By the way, the number of people in our society who so clearly have not watched Fern Gully as kids is, like, appalling. I'm like, what do you mean your parents never raised you on the bops of Fern Gully? That film went hard. Like, honestly, chat, how many of you, even my lurkers, know of and were raised on Fern Gully? Because, like, for me, that was one of those films that was constantly... waves. There you go. We've got at least one. I know what I'm doing. I watch Finding Nemo. Stream will not set your goldfish free. Exactly. Cor, did you grow up watching Fern Gully? Who here has seen Fern Gully? Because, like, for those of you that haven't seen that film, that's honestly an essential film. That's one of those films where, like, low-key, if I could find access to it online, I would straight up do a Discord movie night for those of you that were not raised on this film. Because this film is one of those things where, like, once you watch it, you're like, oh yeah, this is a very linear kind of story. And it's just like, and I look at our current reality and I'm like, but no, I grew up with parents who were also out protesting on reservations and, you know, were people who were very much, oh, Cord, you should definitely put time aside to see it. Because I'll tell you this much too. Any of y'all who have like nieces, nephews, sons, daughters, anybody in your life who's younger, that's a really good film to get them started on stuff for life. Because let me tell you what, right now, the more that you embed in kids the value of what we have around us and the idea that it is not an unlimited resource, the better off that they are. Like, I cannot stress this enough, but like, the more that kids learn about the idea of like nature not being this infinite source of abundance, the better. Because unfortunately, sometimes you get folks who literally just think that nature only exists to serve them, and it's weird. It's why, like, you know, there's very strict rules around things like foraging, right? Even in the community, where it's like, you're not supposed to take more than can regrow. You're not supposed to sit here, like, and just pick every mushroom off of every tree that you see. Like, you're supposed to leave a bit so that it, you know, regenerates. And it's just one of these concepts that, like, it's really interesting to me that, like, there are upbringings where that's just never mentioned. Because I don't know, maybe it's a sharing thing. Maybe it's a shared resources thing, but, like, it's like the whole overfishing debacle. Like, I deal a lot with the overfishing debacle because one thing that I constantly get to hear about all the time with people just yapping their brains out, it's like, well, why are great whites so much closer to shore? And I'm like, because the middle and larger fish species that they would eat are literally getting depleted. So they're coming in closer to shore to get their required calories. Like, hello? It's like, of course you're gonna have more human and shark interaction. So just one of those topics. It's like, it's so fascinating. Actually, I must say, by the way, shout out to Flipper when I was a kid for using a great hammerhead instead of a great white shark as the main antagonist. I don't know if that was literally just to give the great hammerhead a little bit of press time, but honestly, I gotta tell you guys, that definitely put the fear of God in me more about the great hammerhead than it ever did the great white. Because, like, I don't know, I watched Jaws when I was a kid and I was on the side of the shark. I was locked in. I was like, nah. Because, like, basically the whole idea of Jaws, so first of all, was supposed to be a maternal instinct that does not exist in great whites. So, like, let's just get this off the table. But, like, the whole idea was that, like, some fisherman killed the baby of the great white, so then she's, like, going on a rampage. Did I watch Gentle Ben? No. Haven't seen Gentle Ben. Anything was sad and the animal died in it, then no, I have not watched it because I do not do, even when I was a kid, we did not do animals dying movies. Like, for example, I once had an ex who was raised on my dog Skip, and I was like, all he had to do was describe it to me, and I was like, this for me constitutes as emotional abuse. Like, I would never. My dog Skip is crazy. What I was saying, Jed, I was like, I didn't get a chance to see Gentle Ben, but I will tell you this much. I had an ex who saw my dog Skip. And let me tell you what right now. That film for me constitutes abuse. That film is insane. I was like, why would you ever make this for children? Like, what in the cracked out, like, and why would you ever show it to it? Like, it's so unhinged. It's on a level where I was just like, I simply couldn't. And I remember him telling me about this too, and he was like, oh yeah, like, that was just something that they thought that they would show me while he himself had a pet Jack Russell Terrier at home, and I was like, nope. 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 There's just some things that are like basically any film in which an animal is being killed simply for the purpose of like either demonstrating cruelty or just like needlessly raises red flags with me. It was actually part of the reason why for me like God of War Ragnarok was actually really, really tough to play. It just felt like there was so much over the top, gratuitous, like overkill animal violence in it where I was just like, eh. It became like a bit torturous after a while, where we were getting to a point, I was actually getting so annoyed with it. There's some way to flip her, the bear helped a ranger. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, that's adorable. I'm surprised we didn't actually get to see Gentle Ben. Tell you what though, I do remember Lassie when I was a kid. Lassie used to come on all the time on the reruns channel. We actually had ourselves a Shetland sheepdog, so it was funny because like the Shetland is basically like a mini collie. And it was kind of a fun, like, it was a fun thing. But yeah, I was very into horses, sharks. I won't lie, I think I've always been a little bit freaked out by bears. That might have been why my parents didn't go for it. Bears just kind of... Bears just kind of... I think for myself, because we deal with them so much up here, they're a little bit of a scarier... Like, we're not quite at, like, Smoky Mountains levels of bears, but, like, we're definitely... We definitely deal with them. Thank God I'm not in grizzly country. For those of you that live in grizzly country, God bless you. I have no idea how you do it. I honestly, like, that for me would ruin hiking forever. Because if there is one thing I am not ever trying to be on the receiving end of, it is a pissed off grizzly bear. You just hear too much shit, you know what I mean? And the thing is with grizzlies, like, grizzlies are one of those animals, like we were talking about with the wild turkeys, like, they don't give a shit. They know that they run things. Push out other areas and hunted for bile, yeah. Same, Jed. We're living in a real rough time to care about things in the world, especially like animals, plants, and just like nature in general. This is a real fucking rough time to have a heart. For people, for animals, for any of it. Like, it's just... Having empathy these days literally feels like it's a humiliation ritual to some degree, because you're just like, what the fuck are we living around? And what's crazy is that I will hear the wildest, the actual wildest justifications for some of it, and I'm just like, you can't be serious. Like, I was really over it when they were shooting wild horses from helicopters, and I was like, bro, what? What have we become, dude? Like, this is horrifying. Yeah, you know, generally, you would think, Cord, you would think. But unfortunately, in the age of social media, and this is the sad part, somebody will, like, see a grizzly and then think, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take, like, a selfie with the grizzly. And there really is no replacement for intelligence, but... So help me God. Sometimes I literally am just like, what are we doing? Just a bit like, it's just a bit horrifying if I'm honest. But no, it's a really weird time to be a person. It's a really, really weird time to be a person who has any measure of like empathy, critical thinking skills, like... It's part of why, like, you know, and I say this frequently, I use a social media blocker, like, religiously, because I'm pretty much at a point where, like, if I see the news, I will become not the best version of me. Bear, bison, or cougars, yeah, especially bison. Oh my God, remember how there were people who thought that bison were friendly? And they were, like, approaching them, and I'm like... What about a bison screamed friendly to you? What about this creature was like looking at you? It's like, honestly, it really kills me. So we were talking at one point about like the whole debacle with Ocean Ramsey and all this shit. And I was like, please, for the love of Christ and all the angels, do not touch a great white shark. Do not swim up to a great white shark. Do not try and redirect a bus with teeth. Holy shit, people, like, please, for the love of Christ, like, have some sense of self-preservation. It was making me, like, yumpy. I was like, I'm gonna lose it. Because there were people who were like, oh no, I'm not scared of tiger sharks, I can just redirect them. I'm like... Worked in Yellowstone, the stories he had would make your skin... Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Yellowstone is not to be taken lightly. Yellowstone and Yosemite both, man. I'm telling you right now, like... Yellowstone and Yosemite, there's a reason why you don't see me out there. And I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. So I used to be a rock climber, and one of the things that never stopped pissing me the fuck off was the way that people were treating El Capitan. Where they would basically go and they would be like, oh yeah, they'd be like, oh yeah, well, we're just gonna climb the sheer rock face, okay? That is known. So what the rock basically does is it comes down in sheets, and what they were doing was actually putting in their stakes into the sheet of rock, and then the whole sheet would collapse and kill all the climbers involved and stuff. And I'm like, indigenous folks told you that this is a sacred site and not safe for climbing, and yet here you are, not only climbing it, but then we're like shocked when people are dying en masse for doing like the specific thing that would cause the sheet of rock to come down. It was too stupid for me. I couldn't handle it. I started to get really irrationally angry at like fellow climbers, like to a degree where I was just like, I'm becoming an angry person. Oh, always, Jed. And it's because it's easier, right? Like, we live in such an anthropocentric world. Like, we live in a world where there are literally humans running around that think that humans are above animals. And I'm like, brother, I'm here to tell you, humans are not above animals. We are animals. Right, paint the... Oh, don't even get me started. It makes me fucking nauseated. So when I first got into the hobby, I had the really rude wake-up call of finding out the hard way that, like, sometimes you definitely run across people that are just, like, straight up, and this is true, by the way, of every single hobby. I'm not just being down on rock climbers here, but, like, so I fell 20 feet and broke my ankle, okay? And it was really bad, but it was also totally one of those cases where I was surrounded by people who 100%, like, in any normal scenario would be like, hey, are you good? You know what I mean? Do you know that not a blessed person, 72 people in the room, and not a single person was like, hey, are you good? Crawling and then hobbling back to my bag. And not a single person was like, are you good? And I was like, the vibes are wrong here. I don't roll like this. I'm sorry, like, I don't roll like that. If I see you fall 20 fucking feet in front of me, break some, like, literally be like flopping on the ground like a fish, levels of just, like, bad fall, I'm gonna at least run over to you and be like, hey, do you need help right now? Because what in the fuck? And I was just like, nah, I can't vibe with these people. I can't vibe with these people. This is too weird for me. It's like you go through all the safety training and then none of it gets used. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Because I get very creeped out by human beings who can't just, like, offer the basics of care. It's like, you know, I'm the kind of person who can't even, like, bro, I swear to God, I hate AT&T. Again? Oh my God, Doss, what is going on with AT&T? Maybe it's a sign to stop using them? No, it's crazy. Doss, some people are crazy in some hobbies. Like, and I hate to put it to you guys this way, but, like, it's part of the reason why I really like divers, because divers are very invested in making sure that everybody's good. And, like, for the most part, it's a lot rarer to find really shitty divers than it is to find really shitty climbers. And I hate that it's that way, but it has to do with how difficult it is to actually access diving. And the level of, like, safety training and actual certification you need. Now, granted, this whole situation with the Italian divers, like, I was really enjoying the dive talk episode that was going into that a little bit, because, yeah, I don't know who the hell runs these dive boats, but they really need to make sure on these dive cruises that, like, people are actually certified for what they're gonna go explore. Yeah, girl, I would honestly take it as a sign to maybe get the fuck out of AT&T. Like, they keep on fucking up, so great, let them. You know, like, let them fuck up to the point where they lose you guys. Because honestly, like, it really is not worth it. It's really not worth your peace of mind. Because at this point, like, they're basically telling you, like, oh, we don't even care to have the proper address, which to me is a warning sign in and of itself. But yeah, no, I prefer divers to climbers, because honestly, divers, a whole different ballgame. Whole different safety protocols. Like, anybody who really knows their shit with diving will be able to tell you pretty fast. It's why, actually, one of my big pet peeves about this game, and this is so trivial. So you know how she keeps being, like, oxygen? Well, when you dive with air and not oxygen, and it's been driving me absolutely crazy. It's been driving me absolutely crazy this entire time as I play this game, as I'm like, it's air, not oxygen, but it's like, I can't nitpick it to that degree, you know what I mean? Starlink said, may as well. Yeah, may as well. I need Ark in my life, even if it's just single player. No, girl, get in on the servers. The servers are still open. I basically just needed a date for the Genesis map to figure out if I would keep on, you know, going into it or not. You know what I mean? Like, basically for me, like, it's just, it's a lot of investment, and if you basically are not, because Nitrado is not cheap. So basically what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to condense down to one server. The cook ship and not helpful at all. Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Doss, I'm here to tell you, I think that's a universal working experience. Like, we all have the functional coworkers, and then we all have the completely useless. Like, you just... asking them for a single email feels like you are pulling teeth. And it will make you question all of your sanity all of the time. Yeah, so Genesis is coming on June 25th, which is good for me to know because that's basically... So that's pretty much all that I needed to know for me to continue to be investing. But if they were going to push this out to like July or August, to be honest with you, like $50 a month is like a lot for me right now. It's a lot. We're probably going to condense it down to one server anyway, because I think that that would be great. Or let me just say greater for me and where my bank account is at. Right, Jed? Hitting the nail on the head there, yeah. But yeah, we'll see. We're gonna definitely see what we're gonna be doing about the Arc Stitch, because for me, like, I'm down to keep the thing going, but it's just one of those things where I definitely need to be considering some costs, especially because we got some news about healthcare situations and other just like stupid adulting shit that like sucks. You know what I mean? So I want to be mindful of it and just also make sure that it doesn't become something where it's like we miss out on new releases. Why? Because of me stubbornly keeping 2 servers open. And it's purely my own stubbornness that would do it to me, too. Thank you, Doss. Yeah, I should clarify. Nothing is happening to me medically. It's literally just the world that's moaning me at the moment. It's literally just called the world at large that is currently moaning my life situations. I'm like, I should probably clarify. I'm fine. All is well. Healthier than ever, as a matter of fact, which is why I'm in a position where I can, like, be concerned about it without having to be, like, worried about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was kind of, so is it the rock drake eggs? Because I was watching a little bit of Spacey today, who was showcasing that, and I was like, yeah, the wyvern eggs, and also the whatchamacallit. Yeah, I saw that as well and was kind of like, you know, I was watching Space do it and I was like, it might just get me to invest in it. We'll see, though. I'm really excited for that pirate DLC for Ark. That's going to be really good for us. I think we need it badly. I do actually still want to play more Windrose. I feel like I have just been so engrossed in this that there is just simply, like, no Like, I don't know how else to explain it. I've been so engrossed in this version of the ocean that right now going into that version of the ocean feels like it's just a little bit clunky for me, but Windrose is still on the agenda because, like, I've barely progressed in that. That's something that I need to do a little bit of off-camera time and just, like, really kind of get myself into a better spot with. I don't know, because I still don't know how I feel about it, and it's so weird for me to say that, but we also have Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync to come in, which, like, as you guys know, I am literally so completely about that. To be honest with y'all at this point, like, because I've seen the early gameplay and whatnot, I saw Hollow's early gameplay for it and was just like, I don't think that you guys understand how ready I am. I don't think that anybody's really ready for how hard we're gonna hit that. Because I'm here to tell you right now, they are definitely cooking with the graphics. It looks fucking amazing. The cutscenes, there's a couple of them where I was like, you know, from an artistic perspective, eh. But, like, it's fine. It looks so much better than what came before it, so, you know. From the sense of art, I'm not gonna sit there and Jones about it. Just really, it was funny to me, like, seeing the Blackbeard cutscene and being like, oh no, brother. It's like, what happened to the shading on your face, homie? Feeling for him. But no, so far so good. Black Flag Resynced looks insane. And I'm excited for it, even though we also just got Windrose. So it's kind of similar vibes. It's just the story of Black Flag that I think is really going to sell us. So I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to have a really good summer leading into Dawnwalker, which, like, as you guys know, Dawnwalker is my big thing. Pretty much from the minute that Dawnwalker releases, what will I be doing? Yes. Just yes. I'm disgustingly invested in that game. And not because I think it's some holy grail or anything. To be honest with you guys, like, after the Skull and Bones release, I don't think I believe in holy grail games anymore because everybody and their grandma was looking forward to that. And then it just was, what it became. No, it wasn't my jam. I'm sure it's many people's, but... Oh, good. Oxygen. Normal breathing oxygen, that is. Let's see, we're gonna... we should do is start work on the heat base. But I'm so blessedly lazy. One thing I'm really enjoying with this is feeling like I get to take my time.
Warning. Power offline.
PDA. Coexist, Mr. Octopus. Yes. Came back just in time. Pushes because why not, yes.
30 seconds.
Our fearless defender who will save us from the squid. Definitely fearless. Definitely defending us. Insisting the acronym for the public display of affection. My biggest question about this entire game, I know,
Power
right?
connected. All systems online.
It's because it's the closest thing that we'll have to real friendship in this game. The chat, when I complain about needing titanium, we know that I have far too much of it. No such thing in this game, facts. Two things are true in this life.
Warning. Power offline.
Run out of storage yet? I've been building it as I go. Alright, so the big tunnel to connect the two things. Idea is out. Regretful, indeed. But it could have been worse. Now we're gonna do something that I would wager is very stupid. Why are we gonna do it? Because I have questions. Now, I think I know where the Great Jaw Leviathan is. But
Power
we
connected.
haven't seen it.
All systems online.
But we haven't seen it, and that makes me think that it can only be in one zone that we have not explored fully. Auburn, you should see I have like 200 titanium in the other one. Alright, so we're gonna do something that might be very dumb. Oh, what a place for a save. That for me. We are totally about to get... I found it and died not knowing what I did? Oh my god, wait, that's amazing. Don't mind me, I'm not in your living room. Is it out here, killer?
Seconds.
The starting area? What? There's no way.
30 seconds.
Oh, I don't think we can make it. The odds of us making this are pretty slim.
Oxygen.
I'm working on it, PDA. Yeah, there's no way. 100 meters. This time period without our air device. Oh no! Oh, well, at least the brand is strong, you know? Okay. I'm insane? Bro, that was nuts. That was awesome. Need no more eat. That's what I did make it happen. Let me save also. That was a fucking insane. That was the anti-death. That was the Epi does not die a lot tonight. Saving run. Let's fucking go. I'm very here for it. Hey guys, what the fuck is grumbling at me? I found the portable oxygen tank. What? The what? The what? The what? The what? Alright. Alright, hang on. We gonna actually switch up our respawn. Because this now officially requires all of my attention. Hang on just a damn minute.
Welcome aboard.
Now hang on just a damn minute here. Oh, it's just fibrous pulp that I need. What in the flying fuck was that? Go to the pod and look out, and I can see the direction. Hang on, I will. 2 seconds. Let me just get myself kitted out food and water wise, and then we'll do this. So I'm like, wait a minute now. I can't believe that worked out. Not my tamaki! Why is everything making the weirdest this? Oh, let's see. Alright. Life pod, look out, see direction. No. Oh, yeah, no. So you want to go east. Okay. So towards all this shit. Wait a second. How? Okay. Now I'm curious how I missed it. Okay. Over to the welcome center. I am here. I'll turn right. Oh, it's past the shelf with these things, huh? Let me see. Oh, shit. Oh, it's huge. What? Thank you, killer. So where is the, Oh, there we go. What? Where's the other piece? Now I am filled with nothing but questions. In the middle of it? Well, I got that one. Oh, I see, okay. Very cool looking. That piece. Oh, there's lithium in there too. Have to get in it. Hey, game. God damn you. Game, not you guys. Ah, fuck it. Close on me. Okay. Yeah, close this bitch up. Like, ah, fuck it.
Oxygen. 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, we got it. Huzzah. Thank you, killer. That was badass. That thing is cool as fuck. I want those in my front yard. How does one plant a great jaw? I'm gonna just be like... Good night, killer. Sleep well, dude. Thank you so much for helping with that. I've been wanting to do that all stream because I'm like, you know what? I bet you that I missed out. Yeah, let me know, Walker. What's up? What's good with the great jaw?
Welcome aboard.
Thing work even. What the fuck is a portable oxygen? It's still young enough full size. It's so cute. I love it. That makes me very happy. Produces oxygen over time through electrolysis. What? Test this baby out. Dude, that's crazy that that's a juvenile greatjaw. Alright, so let's just see something. Oh, okay. So you could theoretically put this on your vehicle?
Welcome aboard.
That's genius. That is very, very genius. Where did my little... That is very, very genius. I had no idea that that even existed until this moment. That's actually crazy. Dude, this is insane. How do you know when it's fully charged up? Dude, that's ridiculously useful. I can't believe it took me this long to realize how useful that is. Me and Blue were doing this on hard mode. That's what I'm hearing, is that she and I literally did this on hard mode.
Welcome
It's
aboard.
hilarious. That's all I'm hearing, is that we did this shit on hard mode. Alright, chat. Well, for today, we have deconstructed the big tunnel. We have officially reset ourselves back to a decent point. We'll just refill your O2 when you're carrying it, I think. That's sick. That's freaking sick. I love it. It just passively does that. Oh my god. All right. Well, then we know what we're going to have to do next time, which is that we're going to make more advanced batteries. We're going to carry that thing around. This is actually a really good position, too, for us to pause for the night because I have got some stew waiting on me. Importantly, not chili, but stew because it has beans in it. But listen, chat, it has been wonderful to hang out with you guys tonight. This is very fun. I always love doing a little Subnautica 2 with you guys. Walker, thank you again so much, not just for your generosity, but also for the 200 stream streak. You are an absolute G. That's right, not chili, exactly. Exactly. It is important that we mention that it is stew. And in fact, not chili. This is a very important distinction. But anyway, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your time zone, no matter what it is.